Hi, everyone. Welcome to a podcast. We'll save this relationship.
I'm Sarah, she, her.
I'm Josh, he, him. I'm going to try. Yeah, I'm going to try and.
Yeah, because people think you're saying she, him.
Yeah, and how dare you guys?
Josh has a stutter. Don't make fun of him about it.
Yeah.
I do too, because we both have ADHD.
Yeah, and on today's podcast, we talked
What did we talk about?
Bones.
Yeah, we did.
For an hour and a half almost.
Yeah, Josh just yelled at me about bones for an hour and a half.
So feel free to skip to the Reddit segment that we normally do.
You know, maybe our problem this year was that we kept getting overwhelmed, and instead of just recording a podcast overwhelmed, we took a break.
Yeah.
Because our best content comes when we are overwhelmed and we just continue to podcast anyway.
Yeah, I think we are now realizing that we must be stressed in order to put on a good show.
I think so. I think, well, we
Disney
have to suffer for art.
Disney did a number on me. Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, I was abused. You worked at Disney. Same thing.
Yeah. You know what else is the same thing? Liking and subscribing.
Yeah. Because that was it. It was just Bones and Reddit. That's it. Bones and Reddit. That's
Bones, Reddit, and dog killing from that one person.
Oh, yeah. The vice president when she killed that dog in a gravel pit.
Yeah, or a vice presidential nominee.
Yeah, not of the actual vice president. It's not Kamala Harris.
No, it's not. It's some random person.
Can you imagine Kamala Harris shooting a dog?
Joe Biden's dog, yeah.
In a not a commander. Kamala Harris shooting commander in the gravel pit.
We are delirious.
Skibbity toilet.
It is 11:12 at night. We started this podcast at 7. We've been recording since 6. And I hope you all enjoy this podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the gosh darn bell. Riz 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcasts.
Or else Kamala Harris will shoot commander in the gravel pit.
Yeah, you have to do it. If we don't get to 1,000 likes.
And then you have to comment, what the fuck is Sarah talking about?
Enjoy the rest of the show. All the links to Palestine and distributed computing and all our Patreon Buy Me Coffee is down below. Enjoy the episode.
Save Commander.
Save Commander.
He just wants to go on walkies and bite every Secret Service agent
he can find,
that's ever lived.
On a mission from God, yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy the show. See you all there.
Bye.
Bye.
Did you hear about this lady that killed her dog?
What?
Yeah.
That's okay. Hi, how are you?
Hey, what's up? I gotta talk about this lady that killed this fucking dog.
That killed a dog.
Holy shit.
Because that's how I wanted to start this podcast.
Bro, this vice president. Okay, so a vice president nominee. Don't know her name. This is not the worst take, so this is not...
Yeah, you don't have to... You're not... There's no liability to be correct.
I literally just read about this because I went on Twitter. Everyone was talking about dead dogs and gravel pits, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Everyone's making jokes about it. Of course, I don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
This freaking lady that's like a runner-up for a vice president with Donald Trump, she wrote in like this... those like scam books that conservatives make where they're like, America's going down the wrong path.
Yeah, or it's like the Mike Huckabee of like, it's just their portrait and then it's like, where's my country gone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like a memoir of whatever it is they're fucking about their life or whatever.
Yeah.
She was talking about how she had a dog named Cricket that was supposed to be for hunting pheasants.
Oh.
So she was trying to train this dog into hunting pheasants.
Okay.
But it was just like running around and being a dog. And she was
like
upset at him. And then the dog like killed a bunch of chickens. Like some farmer broke into a farmer's farm and killed a bunch of chickens.
Oh my God.
So then she tried to get the dog and then the dog tried to bite her. I don't even know if the dog actually bit her or not.
But just that.
And then she was like, you know what? Gotta put this dog down.
Oh my God.
And then she fucking stuck the dog in a gravel pit and killed him. And then she had another goat or something because she has like a farm or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
And she had a goat that was like knocking all her kids over because they never bothered to castrate the goat. So he got real mad.
Oh my God.
So he was knocking all the kids over. And she was like, so she killed the dog in the gravel pit. And then she was like, you know what? I hate that goat too.
Oh,
and she took the goat and she tried. It was apparently like really difficult to kill the goat because he kept hopping around. So,
oh my God.
But she killed him and then put him in the gravel pit and then realized she wrote this in the book. In the book, she wrote it that a bunch of construction workers saw her kill these 2 animals.
Oh my God.
And then she had to go get her kids, pick her kids up from the bus stop. And they were like, "Where's the dog?"
Oh my God,
and
dude.
She wrote this as like a thing that she was like, essentially, I'm gonna do anything that I can for my country. Like, I will kill
those closest to me, those not closest to me, anyone. I'll do it.
So now everyone's like, you're like a freak.
You're a little freak. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Why would you write that about yourself?
In the book, she went, and you know what? If I was a better politician, I wouldn't tell the story here.
So you're a shitty politician then.
So you're admitting
that you suck at your job that you want to have as vice president.
Like, what the fuck?
Why would I want to hire you? What the fuck, dude? What actually, like, why would you write that? Why would you do this to
Literally,
yourself?
I have no idea. And then, like, I was reading a Guardian article about it, and the Guardian article in the beginning was like, Richard Nixon got into hot water by accepting a gift of a dog named Checkers into the White House. And there's so many dog Republican controversies, and Matt Gaetz or whatever, not him, the other guy.
Did Matt Gaetz fuck a teenage dog or something?
No, there's some, I forgot his name, Marco Rubio, maybe Matt Gaetz, I don't remember. But no, fuck. Oh, Mitt Romney.
Oh,
he like
did have a controversy.
Dog to the top of his car.
Yeah,
and everyone was like, "What the hell?
What are you doing?
What is going on?" And now this is our latest Republican dog scandal.
What is up with that? That's crazy. Dude, at some point, the next Republican is just gonna be like, "Yeah, I volunteer exclusively at the kill shelters just to put down the dogs.
Just to put down dogs.
I make sure it happens."
What the fuck?
Like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, that's so
Why would
fucking
you put
crazy.
This in your book?
Yeah, don't do that. Why do you?
You're weird as hell for that, man.
Don't you want to be elected? I assume. What a little freak. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, thank you for starting off the podcast with that, ma'am.
Yeah. And my favorite tweet, the thing that made me go there was a skeet on Blue Sky by someone that was, I think it was Kilgore Trout.
Yeah.
That was like, if the dog doesn't fit, to the gravel pit.
That's
people
so
are
good.
posting on Twitter, take a photo of your dog where he's not murdered in a gravel pit right now.
Yeah.
And people are just flooding the internet with photos of their dogs.
Well, that's good. At least there's some positivity coming from this.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's just dunking on this lady.
Yeah,
I think,
of course.
Barack Obama's old like campaign guy turned podcaster, that guy.
Oh, yeah.
I think he does like Pod Save America or something.
Oh, probably, yeah.
I don't know. Probably not that. But he called her like a Jeffrey Dahmer with veneers, which is crazy.
God.
Yeah. This lady, she said she did not love this dog, man.
No, she didn't. No. I'm talking about the people that are posting photos of their dogs. I assume that they enjoy their dog. Yeah, no, this lady hates dogs.
It's weird. I think that's the most unlikable thing you could do is say that you willingly killed a dog.
Yeah, for funsies.
For like having a good time. Like the dog was just running around being like, yeah.
Also, you were training the dog to go after creatures and birds.
And then it went after birds.
And then you were like, not that bird, you fucking idiot. Oh, I'm going to get sued now because of you?
Yeah, but she gave the family like a big check or whatever.
Oh, of course.
Paid them off.
Yeah.
But then like, why write about it? Isn't
the point of paying people off to, silence them?
Is it like you're trying to get ahead?
Yeah.
Of the story?
Doing the Trump thing of just admitting your flaws, but last I checked, I don't think Trump killed dogs, and I think if he came out and said that tomorrow,
he probably would, but he'd probably make it sound like funny. I don't know how, but
yeah, my nominee puts the dog in the pit.
Hey, I've killed a dog or two in my time.
Yeah. Who hasn't?
No, I mean, I don't think he's got the strength.
No, I don't think so either.
He's a very large, frail man.
Yeah.
And I mean large in stature. I don't like that people body shame Donald Trump. It makes me feel like
there's actual things that you can go after Donald Trump, not...
And also as a fat person, it makes me feel like I have some sort of camaraderie with Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
Fair.
No, I don't. Fuck that guy. I hate him.
Yeah, don't lump me in a group with him, please.
But it is funny that he's a particularly weak old man, but he's large in stature. I think that's pretty silly.
That's fair, yeah.
But he's also just like regular. Like I don't know what his actual height is anymore.
God. I don't know either.
I don't know either. Anyway, let's move on.
Let's move on. Yeah, let's.
Lady killed her dog at a gravel pit. Isn't that crazy?
Isn't that wacky in this comedy show? How you doing, Sarah?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Josh?
I'm doing good too. It's time to break glass in case of an emergency.
What?
Time to break glass in the case of an emergency if I don't know what to talk about.
Oh.
So that's my segue to our
We've talked about bones once.
And everyone...
It's not our emergency
But
topic.
it is this week because I didn't have it. I didn't know what else to talk about.
You specifically were like, we're going to do all bones.
We're going to do all bones.
You told me like 5 days ago that we were going to do a bones episode.
Well, it was because of season 4. We
Pretty
just
planned.
finished it. Yeah, but okay. So I have a... So, okay. 3 weeks ago, we discussed bones.
Yeah.
And there was... People want us to keep talking about it. And we're still actively watching it. We're not done with the show yet.
Yeah.
I think we've done about 2.5 seasons since we last discussed Bones.
We're on season 5, right?
I think so. Yeah, we're on season 5 now.
Episode 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at right now. And some crazy shit happened right at the end of season 4.
Yeah.
That I need to get out and talk about because I can't contemplate what happens.
Yeah.
Someone commented like, I hope you guys are ready for plot lines to get dropped and also jumping the sharks.
And we were like, that's already happened.
No, I didn't expect it was going to get... So, okay.
That was crazy. There are going to be spoilers for Bones.
There are going to be spoilers for Bones, but still, keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have notes here.
Okay. I'm going to let you guide this entire thing.
Thank you, because I didn't realize how much shit's happened.
Yeah, and I forgot.
In 2 seasons. So I'm going to walk you through what I'm going to deem are like major plot points and specific episodes. And I'm also interested to see what you're going to remember after I say all this, because I'm leaving a lot still on the table.
Okay.
Because okay, so like my note taking here, it's literally a document called Bones Reminders. Bones Reminders, which I guess is what I'm going to title this segment and what it's going to be titled every time we come back to fucking...
Hopefully, Josh was like, this could be an entire hour. If
I think this could be because there's a lot of little things that add up to a grander picture of horse shit that we need to Bones is simultaneously my favorite and least favorite show that's ever been made.
I think that's a sign of a really good show.
I think it's not okay, like it's not top 10 for me, but it's up there in shows that I've watched.
You get lost in it and then you just keep, or you're like, wait, that happened? Oh yeah. And then you're like, oh.
So okay, I want to start off simple.
Yeah.
And I want to focus on one character that has an overarching kind of thing. Specifically, I want to talk about Bones' dad first.
Okay, yeah, because that was kind of where we left off with her dad.
Yeah, so I don't know. How much do you remember of like Bones? Okay, so Bones' dad is like a criminal, and we all know that, right?
Yes, he killed the deputy director of the FBI, John Kirby.
Yes, so... okay...
Who is like a guy, or Kirby is like,
he's the head of the FBI,
currently,
and so and then there's
in real life.
So we need to talk about that because that's a minor plot development in the grander scheme of seasons 2 and 3.
Yeah.
So okay, he's a criminal, he's on the run, and there's a big conspiracy against him, basically, or like he was a part of a conspiracy as a criminal. It's not really well known. It's just there's corruption in the FBI. Let's start there.
But it's like just John Kirby.
Yeah, because the FBI still has to be good because they're cops, and so he's the only bad FBI agent.
Essentially, like John Kirby killed a cop and then blamed it on a black man or something.
Yeah, and that guy got released, but then it was still kind of like left up to the air what happens to him. So he kills Kirby.
Yeah, but he also like knows about Max, Brennan's dad's crimes or something.
Yeah, and is trying to get him killed, or like he knows about Max knows about Kirby's crime, so Kirby's trying to kill Max and the brother before, and then I guess Brendan's dad kills Kirby and like hangs him and crucifies him and puts the thing down his throat, which I forgot about until saying it right now.
Yeah.
And then that happens like once, and then like 10 episodes pass, and then there's a trial about that because eventually he gets arrested because he wants to be
himself up
because he wants to be with Brennan and like actually be a dad and wants to protect also Brennan's brother as well.
Yeah.
So then there's like a little bit of an overarching plot at that point where it's like they're prepping for this trial, and then they have they work with Ernie Hudson, I think. They work with the sleazy lawyer that they once worked against and is now working for them.
Oh, yes. The guy that he was married to their lawyer lady.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then they have that. Because, there was one episode where they all had to testify. I don't remember if we talked about that, but it's like where they all fuck up because Hodgins wants to not be related to the case that they're working on, but he is.
Oh yeah, he could be a murder suspect because the husband of one of his ex-lovers was murdered.
Show's so convoluted. Okay, so that happened, and then so in this episode it's kind of like a switch of that where they're working with the what was once the bad lawyer, now is the good lawyer because he's gonna get Max off. And then so they have this trial, right? And like it's all about like and then they all have to like everyone at the Jeffersonian has to go against her father.
Yeah.
And I don't remember why they specifically had to do that.
Because they worked on Max's case.
You're right.
They worked on the deputy director of the FBI.
Angela decides to hold herself in contempt. Yeah.
Because she's Brennan's friend.
And Brennan's like really adamant about like, just fucking do it, pussy. Like, because
she's like logically, she believes in justice.
Yeah.
Because she's a investigator, you know? She's become more interested in like solving a murder, and in her eyes, her dad has committed a murder because he has.
Yeah, so he needs to be, you know.
Yeah, so it's like essentially like this big emotional beat for Brennan, where she is telling everyone constantly that she's pushing down her emotions for logic, but they're all like, "But we know you, and this is stressful because your dad's gonna go to jail, maybe. So, no, we're gonna support you because I'm your friend."
Yeah.
But he did murder. He did do it, though.
Yeah, he did do it. Yeah, he did do it. So he should go to jail.
And they're essentially manipulating the law
to get him out of jail.
Yeah.
Where basically they make this whole thing about like reasonable doubt where they eventually decide to put the magnifying glass on Brennan herself and like just be like,
she could have done it.
She could have done it.
Yeah.
Oh, because Booth, you left her alone for 3 hours. That would have been enough time to gut a person and put him on a cross and put him above the bridge.
Which, you know, and
then also get back in home in time for supper.
She is like
weirdly acting like.
Well, I mean, she's kind of like superhuman though.
Yeah, because because I forget, and they haven't really brought this up recently, but she can
fight.
Yeah, they set that up in the beginning, and just it's not been brought up like maybe once or twice. Yeah,
she shot one guy.
Yes,
and that was it.
And then that was enough to be like, well, you're never holding a gun ever again. And then that got thrown away as well at some point.
That's something we don't talk about that often. But like, she shot one guy, and then Booth's like, "You're never getting a gun." And she was like, "I want one." And then she like,
and every time like she pulls out a gun randomly, like Booth just takes it from her like she's a child.
Yeah, well, she always has like the biggest largest gun.
Yeah, she bought like a big like a Wile E. Coyote like a Looney Tunes gun,
like a blunderbuss.
Yeah, like some crazy fucking thing. Yeah. So that was the first.
But she shot and killed a guy, and then it was like a big deal.
Yeah, or shot and injured him, I guess.
No, she did. She shot and injured a guy, and then she was like, "Oh, you're not allowed to have guns." And then she killed a guy later.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, she like shot a guy like 5 episodes later, and she was like, "I don't care."
Yeah.
And then, but she did care.
Yeah, and that's kind of that's also a weird thing too, is because at some point Booth just discharges his weapon against like a ice cream truck.
Yeah.
And then they spend 15 episodes on him and Stephen Fry getting psychoanalyzed.
Yeah.
But like when it's with Brendan, no, who cares? She's neurospicy, so she doesn't know. She doesn't know what she's doing is wrong, apparently. So, okay.
Which is like, yeah, if she's neurospicy, I get it. But then, like, the thing about it is they don't want to, like, they don't want to commit too hard to her being autistic or neurodivergent or whatever. Because then it essentially, the show is trying to be like, no, there's the value in being a human being that thinks with your emotions first rather than your intelligence all the time. And actually being, you know, everything based on intelligence is like actually a bad thing or whatever, which I understand, but it manifests in people telling Brennan what her feelings are.
Yeah, and everyone just like bluntly says, "Oh, are you sure about that, sweetie?"
Oh, you know what you're...
like Angela does that a lot, where it's like,
I don't know if I like that though. Like, let Brennan just kind of make. She's a grown woman.
Yeah.
Sometimes they baby her so much. I'm like, Jesus, guys.
Yeah, it's a little wild how much they will do it. Yeah, and like, and but there's also like they don't like yeah, during the trial they want to baby her when she's actively being like, no, fucking.
She's like, no, I'm cool. And they're like, but your dad's on trial. I'm not comfortable with that.
He's gonna get the death penalty if you don't do anything.
Which is like, they could say like, personally, I'm not doing this because I think this is weird. And professionally, I don't feel comfortable. But you can't say to Brennan, you must be sad because your dad, who wasn't around your whole childhood, is now going to jail and you secretly want a dad.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't know that though. You don't know her. Like, a lot of them are like, just go make nice with your father. And I'm like, I think I would explode. I have a PhD. I work for the FBI. I'm what, 35?
Yeah,
I'm a genius. I think I know what the fuck is going on in my body.
In my life, yeah.
And it's like, fine if she's like emotionally stunted or something and she has to figure out that stuff too. I get it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
There's a way to do it without being like, no, you're secretly neurotypical.
Yeah, you're
secretly.
I know.
You experience everything like me. You just hide it with all your trauma.
Deep down in that cold autistic heart, you're a normal person like me, Angela. Yeah.
It's like, what the hell? What are you talking about?
I know you're a normal person like me, Jack Hodgins.
The super Islamophobe Jack Hodgins.
I want to talk about that too because he had before we even get to that, because that's crazy shit.
You start forgetting what era the show was made in, and then it shows up and it's like, oh yeah, and then Jack is like, bombs, and he like looks at the guy and you're like, wait, really?
Yeah, the Muslim what's his name, what's the term, intern. The
Muslim intern,
and then he's like, yeah, awful shit.
And like, Brennan is like, oh, he's not efficient enough because he has to pray 6 times a day or whatever.
And it's like, what?
This is highly inappropriate.
This is highly inappropriate in a job that already they're all being highly inappropriate at as well.
Constantly.
Where they're all like, Jack and Angela for a while are just fucking
at the office.
In the office, and Cam is like, I've seen you guys fuck in the office, like, and then security camera.
The like secret porn she has of them from the security camera.
And like plays it loudly on the fucking laptop.
Them. Like,
and then Angela just watches it later and is like, I know how to make this into art. And it's like, what?
It's like, yeah, no, none of this is appropriate at all.
And then they bring there's that one guy they bring in that's like, guys, can we stop doing this? And they just keep pushing at his boundaries of like, no, I'm going to explain how I get my pussy ate, my dick sucked every day at the office, and you're going to like it, motherfucker.
I really like his character and his addition to the thing where he's like, let's get back on track.
On track, please.
There are a lot of really great funny moments where there's something going on with Angela and Jack, and they're coming in, and he's just like, I want to look at
bones. Yeah, I was hired to look at bones, and I like that the first time they bring him, he's immediately like, yeah, I fucking quit. This job sucks actually because of all you fucking monsters.
Yeah, he's quit.
And then he comes back. Yeah, you know. So before we talk about the interns, we have to talk about why there's interns in the first place, which means we have to talk about Zach
And Gormagon.
And Gormagon, which, by the way, spoilers for seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4 of Bones.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should have said that now.
Spoilers. Yeah, cut this into the beginning. There are going to be spoilers for Bones.
There are going to be spoilers for Bones, but still, keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to talk about Zach and Gorgamon, because how much do you remember of Zach's arc, real quick, other than he's the apprentice?
Well, he started saying pretty weird shit, like the serial killer Epps, when they were doing all that, like, code breaking stuff.
Yeah, when he was the overarching killer in his first 2 seasons.
Zach was like trying to figure it out, and he was essentially like Brennan light, and Brennan was like, he's special and I need to help him, and and he was like, no, I need to be efficient for Dr. Brennan, and he was mostly based on logic, and I think it was supposed to be like the first inkling to Brennan that logic is not all that it's brought up to be, which I like the way that they did that, because I think when you have a crime show, you're talking about morals essentially, and so if you go through everything logically, of course you're like, there are some morals that are just not logical, or else we'd have fucking laws for them, like there are some laws that you're like, okay, yeah, you're not allowed to steal, but also morally, technically, CEOs are stealing from their workers by not paying them a livable wage. Yeah. Right? What's the definition of steal? That all of a sudden the morals get a little gray. Yeah. Even though they're not, you should steal from Walmart. But like, I think that's I thought that's what this fucking show was going to be about. But the way they're telling her that is like through... the way they're making Brennan realize this is like through committing crime. Yeah. Like with her dad. And it just it's not backed by a lot of emotional responses. Like, she's been so anti-emotional this entire time. It doesn't really make sense. And also, she believes in like phrenology and like skull shapes. Yeah,
that's the thing too, is that like makes
it's rooted in racism. I mean, like when she was like, this is jumping ahead a lot, but
so
when she was gonna like have a kid, she was like, I want Booth's kid because Booth has a better facial structure.
Like, you're right.
And everyone's like, that's why you want to have Booth's kid? You don't want to just like fuck him?
Yeah,
and
don't worry, I have that episode ready.
Yeah, but like she was trying to use like phrenology and like skull shapes to back up
her wanting
to have Booth's child.
Yeah, as opposed to the fact that they love each other.
Yeah, she just loves him. Yeah, that's it. But like that could be, if they just explored racism, if they just went that far, they could tell you like, yeah, logically not cool to be racist, believe it or not. Yeah, because she is very much constantly spouting like supremacist
and racist shit. Yeah,
like if you're the most attractive, then you have the most success.
Yeah, and like you're not wrong about like the aging is really showing currently, because like it's like now we're in like 2009, 2010, Yeah. Which is, there's a lot of like little things, and I'm kind of like, you're like kind of aware of social issues. There was like there was the trans episode of
which
Bones.
Wasn't awesome.
It wasn't great. It was still bad. It's still bad for now, and it was bad then, but like at least they were like respective of pronouns 70% of the time.
60% of the time.
Maybe 50% of the time.
It was essentially like there was the victim was a trans woman.
Pastor of like a new form of, not form, but like a Christian like church that's more accepting.
Yeah, teaching Christianity, but like while being accepting, I suppose. Yeah. And like helping people through like addictions through church, but also like because it was she used to be a homophobic like telepastor kind of like a Joel Osteen, and then she realized that she wanted to transition. She left her family and the church and like faked her own death or disappearance or something, and then started another church at a different place while being a out trans woman. So. Yeah, and but they continuously misgender her to her son.
Yeah, you're right.
Like a lot.
You're right. Yeah.
Near the end of it, it was like, you really don't need to do that.
Yeah, it's like you're really kind of twisting the knife a little bit. Like,
but it's old. I don't know.
Yeah, it's old from 2009. So it's like.
And there was a lot of like, so she's a he? You know?
Yeah, like, oh. And
there's
then,
a lot of that in the beginning.
Like shock value. Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, like in those moments you can definitely tell the aging during the anti-Islam moments for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, Zach, speaking of anti-Islam, do you remember at the end of season 2, this is a big plot point that they resolved in the beginning of season 3, that he goes to Iraq?
Yeah, he goes to Iraq.
He goes to the army. And then
he was too autistic for the army, and they sent him back.
Yeah, and then so he comes back with like the buzz cut and everything, and like it's like,
and he's like, I've seen things. And
yeah, and it's like, okay, sure,
yeah.
And I don't. So okay, that happens, right? And then they start doing the Gorgamon case, which is like basically a cannibal serial killer.
Yeah,
taking
secret society, trying to take down other secret societies.
Yeah,
and they're cannibals. Also, I still don't really understand the connection between the secret societies and cannibals.
I don't know either, if I'm being honest. It's just that they go after like high profile people and eat them, and then take their bones to make like a silver skeleton.
Yeah.
And they find like this huge vault in the like beginning of the season, and then they just bring it to the Jeffersonian. Yeah. And then they slowly keep revealing more and more, like, oh, there's cameras down here, so they've seen us this whole time and know exactly what we're doing.
And like they keep getting sent body parts and stuff, and
and then they also keep and eventually they keep digging more and more. And at some point, I remember laughing out loud when this happened, but like they were chasing like someone, I think it was Gorgamon themselves. And then a guy on a motorcycle comes up, which I think is now implied to be Zach. Zach comes up.
No. That was the previous.
That was the previous apprentice. Yeah, because the apprentice like died or something, or like
that was why. It was because Booth found that guy, and
and fucking shot him a bunch, right?
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah,
he fucking died. I think Gorgamon killed him though for getting caught.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah.
No, it was essentially he had that guy, and then that guy he used the apprentice to like go and kill the guy that he was supposed to kill, and then Zach was brought on because there's only one apprentice at a time.
Yeah. I forgot about. Yeah, you're right. Because they eventually do just kill that guy, and then you just don't think about it ever again. It's not brought up.
Yeah, because it's at like the end of the episode.
At the end of the episode, it's like he gets killed from like the guy was hiding in the closet.
They're trying to stop Gorgamon from killing a oh my god,
like a senator or some shit. Yeah, doesn't
something
whatever.
Like that. And they're trying to stop him. So then that's where he's on the motorcycle and he drops the bomb. And then Booth's like, we gotta run, and then he like gets out and starts running after him on foot. And then the guy drops a kid in a pool, and Booth has to save the kid
from drowning, I guess. Yeah.
So then he lets him get away, but he shoots him, and then that's when I guess Gorgamon's like, I need a new assistant, so he kidnaps Zach eventually,
and then uses facts and logic to turn him also into a cannibal.
Yeah, I guess by saying that if our secret society takes down other secret societies, it's a good for the world, which was enough logic for Zach to just
be like, sold.
Yes.
Pew pew. Let's go. Yeah.
But Zach didn't actually kill anyone. It's left up.
Yeah.
You think that Zach has killed people.
Yeah, and then it's revealed because then they decide. They eventually catch Gorgamon and just shoot him in the face or whatever.
Yeah.
And
he's just like a guy.
He's just like a random guy. Which apparently, I think he was introduced early on. I was looking into it. Also, real quick, I need to talk about the Bones wiki and how dog shit it is.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so there's a fan wiki for Bones, and everything is spoiled if you look up on that fucking website. So if you look up like the Gravedigger, which we'll get into, it shows the actual person's whole name first when you look it up, as opposed to the Gravedigger. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up.
And it also spoils something about one of the main characters who I haven't brought up yet because he hasn't
met his untimely death yet.
Yeah, and we haven't even talked about him because he's introduced in these seasons too.
Yeah.
And we also when you look up Gorgamon, it's like a picture. It's like it's just his face with like a bunch of ragged fucking teeth coming out of it.
Yeah, because he made a full set of teeth that are all canines.
Yeah,
to eat flesh with.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because they also had another Gorgamon that's in the old folks' home. I'm remembering that now.
Yeah.
And they go after him, but he had dentures and like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I remember that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, the wiki just spoils everything if you look up any character. Like it just tells them whether they're alive or dead by the end of the show and like all that other shit.
Yeah.
But okay. So Gorgamon like is revealed like a couple times throughout the show and like it's just like a little face or like mentioned or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So they kill Gorgamon eventually. There's also a point where like there's an explosion in the lab that knocks Zach and Jack out.
Zach, yeah.
Yeah,
and it fucks Zach up.
Yeah, and like fucks up his hand.
Yeah.
And then I think Jack is also Hodgins is also fucked a little bit.
He didn't. I think it was like Zach wanted to not kill Hodgins.
Yeah.
So maybe he put himself in front of the bomb because he didn't want to kill Hodgins or something.
Yeah.
It was supposed to start a small explosion, but he didn't realize that it would be a larger explosion.
And
it fucked up his hands.
Did we talk about the Howard Epps gets killed yet?
Oh yeah,
he gets killed because I'm remembering.
I think that was in the last one.
It might have been, but I remember that one right now because Zach also put himself in harm's way when he grabbed like there was a bomb and it exploded and they lied about him being okay. I think we did talk about that.
He had a lot of bombs.
A lot of bombs because they also because I didn't even say this. The fucking so it's whoever the apprentice is at the time, they just drop a backpack in the middle of a street off a motorcycle when they're chasing. I think we talked about
this the last time we talked about bones. We've seen this part.
No, because this is in season 3.
Okay, never mind.
No, so this scene it's Booth and Brennan. They're driving after Gorgamon in the van. A motorcycle pulls up next to him, looks at him, and then drives far ahead of him. Drops a backpack, and then Booth realizes too late that it's a bomb.
Yeah.
So he's driving like a taxi, and like. He starts reversing and he turns as he reverses. Bomb goes off and then it flips the car like 3 times.
Yeah,
and then he just walks out of the car afterwards.
Yeah,
like
and then just runs
happened.
After the guy.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Wild.
But yeah, so they shoot Gorgamon and Zach is revealed to be the new apprentice, and so they get a deal for him, like an insanity bargain.
Yeah, he goes to jail.
So he goes to like a mental institution, and like Sweets, who's been introduced as like a new like psychologist for the team to keep an eye on everyone.
Yeah.
And everyone hates psychology in the show.
Yeah.
Like Brennan's like, it's a soft science, you're a fucking pussy if you do psychology, and then Booth is like, you're a pussy if you do psychology.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
The thing about it though is, because I remember them being like really anti-psychology, and since then I've been like, why are they anti-psychology? It's like people like, yeah, it's an entire, if you're a psychologist, that's a pretty good, you're a doctor.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the fuck? But then Sweets is like, yeah, I could put you under hypnosis. And it's like,
they bring up hypnosis a lot in this
dude,
too.
Fucking no way. No wonder you don't trust this guy.
Because he's like also is like a young, like he's 22, I think, or some shit in the show, and he's like acting like he knows everything a little bit.
Not even that, but like the methods that he's talking about are like, he's just walking into a room and being like, that guy did it, and then leaving.
Yeah.
And then people are like,
there's one point where they're
he like does like body language shit, which is not so when Brennan is like, that's not a actual science, she's right.
She is technically
right.
It
is not a correct science.
It's very pop psych is like what Sweets is. It's like whoever the writers were for Bones just looked at like whatever like Psychology Today, like picked it up and looked at the cover and then put it back
like
down.
That's all psychology.
That's all psychology.
Like, no,
I'm gonna go write my character now.
That's insane. Yeah, that would be insane.
But then they also bring Stephen Fry in too at some point to tell Sweets that he's a fucking fraud and he sucks and no one likes him. And then he has to tell Booth and Brennan, feel bad for Sweets. He just wants a family. Like,
yeah, because he was
a
adopted.
victim of abuse as well, and like everyone
he had an abusive childhood.
Yeah,
because Stephen Fry also walks in and like can immediately read Sweets.
But that's legit compared to Sweets apparently. Well, because he's British, I guess. Yeah.
Well, they also they don't agree with him and his methods either.
No, yeah.
But it's like the perception of therapy is like not what therapy is in this show. Like Sweets is like, doing like the ink blot tests and the like word association things.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I would also be like, I don't believe 5.
Any of this. What are we doing right now?
I'm an adult and I think with my brain. I can tell you with my adult words.
I just wanted to talk about my feelings. Yeah.
Literally, that's it.
Okay. So yeah, so Sweets is like supposed to be his like Zach's like doctor during all of this.
Oh yeah.
And there's a couple scenes like the beginning of season 4 where they go to the thing and they're trying to talk to Zach about like, so why'd you do it? Why did you do it? And
he's like, I didn't do it.
Yeah, I didn't do it. At some point, yeah, Zach also reveals to Sweets. Oh, okay, no, we have to talk about the fact that Zach just breaks out of the fucking mental institution using Sweets, like using Sweets' card that he just swiped. And then he's supposed to be like, well, you're going to forgive me, Sweets, for doing this. Anyway, I'm going to solve this case for you guys.
Yeah, he like solves the case for everyone. And then he goes back.
And then he like sneaks back in. And then he's like, oh, I've never actually killed anyone. But if I did kill someone, I'm actually at least going to not go to jail. So don't tell anyone this. And then Sweets is like, okay, I won't tell anyone you didn't actually kill anyone.
And then he doesn't.
And then Zach is not shown again until the last episode of the season, which we will get to. But there's other shit we have to get through.
What other shit? I don't even remember.
There's like little episodes here and there that I want to talk about. Oh, we have to talk about Oh yeah, Gravedigger, and also we have to talk about Hodgins and Angela's arc because it's the most convoluted.
So okay, let me set up what happened. Angela and Hodgins fell in love and they were gonna get married, but Angela was already married to Birnbaum, who was a guy in Miami. She couldn't remember his name because she went and got hella wasted on some various drug.
Yeah, so then...
And then she couldn't remember his face or who he was. And then they had to hire like a hypnotist. They had got a
different one, not Sweets.
Not Sweets, because the Sweets wasn't here yet. And a hypnotist, a private investigator, fortune teller, other things. To find this guy.
Oh, God.
To find this guy. And then so they find the guy and he comes back and he's this like very handsome, muscly black man. And he's in love with Angela. Yeah. And so he's like, she kisses him immediately.
Yeah, no, it's like, and then she's like, but that's the last one you're ever getting.
And then Jack is like, why would you kiss him? And she's like, he's my husband. And it's like, wait. What?
What are you fucking talking about?
What are you talking about? So then finally,
and then she's like, I want to get a divorce, and he's like, are you sure about that? I'm gonna give you a week. And then he's
like, no. And then he's like, okay. And after he like throws Hodgins into a
trash can.
Truck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, into a garbage truck. You're right, because Hodgins like tries to punch him. And Hodgins doesn't have any strength because he's a squint. And but then he's like, all right, I guess I'll get divorced because you guys actually have something.
But then Hodgins doesn't trust her because she fucking kissed another man. And then she's like...
There was like something specifically that happened. It was like one breakdown of communication. And then they were like, let's not get we should break married.
Up. Yeah. And then they break up just like randomly.
And it's like sad for no reason. And it's like...
So then he's fucking freaked out, and then she's like, she dates an ex-girlfriend named Roxy. For like 3 episodes, and then Roxy's crying and is like, I can't do this anymore, and leaves.
You don't commit, and then
because she doesn't commit.
Yeah. Also, when the fiance immediately after not deciding to get the divorce, Cam drives him to the
and then he fucks Cam.
Yeah, and like. Everyone kind of fucks him, I think. Like,
that's it.
No, just them two. Yeah. And then like it's weird between Cam and Angela for a little bit. Oh, that's why it was a problem for Hodgins. Yeah, because Angela still had feelings for her because Angela got jealous.
Yeah, so he fucked Cam, and then Angela got jealous of Cam, and then Hodgins was like, why are you jealous? Yeah. And then Angela was like, you don't trust me, and then they broke up.
And then they broke up because of this one breakdown in communication. And then, Angela has a minor lesbian bisexual arc and that Booth doesn't understand and is like, what are you talking about? And then they break up. And then
Booth doesn't understand?
I think Booth makes like jokes about it without I think Booth is like, oh, they're just friends. And then it's like, no, they're not.
It's one of those things
I don't remember specifically. Sorry.
Okay. But. It's one of those things where Angela and Roxy, like, Angela's like, I'm gay. And Booth is like, ooh, lesbians. And then Angela's like, no, I'm in love with a woman. I am in a relationship with a woman.
Yeah.
And then the show is like, but it's not that important. They'll break up next week.
Yeah, like they literally, I think it's maybe 2 or 3 episodes, and it's always like background, like not even being shown. It's like 3 minutes of every episode.
And it's like perfectly emotional, but they don't last that long, and then she never looks at another woman ever again.
Yeah, and now it's back to I want to fuck men. Guys. Yeah, including the intern, including Jack at some point, because they fuck again.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And then she realizes that Jack wants to settle down, but she doesn't want to settle down.
Which was her problem. She tried settling down in a lesbian relationship, but not him, and now...
No, she doesn't want to settle down.
Well, she wanted to move in with Roxy.
No,
and then
Roxy
was
wanted
like,
to move in with her.
No. Angela literally said, let's move in, and Roxy said no. I remember this. Like,
okay.
If I'm not mistaken... And then, because Angela made a point about it, it's like, no, because that's what I did this to Jack.
Yeah,
yeah, that's why.
But then I think Roxy was just like, but it's not really that clear. I don't remember what their breakup was about. But Roxy specifically was like, you're never gonna settle down, so I'm leaving.
I think that's what it was. Yeah,
but yeah, you're right. I think Angela was like, I think Roxy was just like, I don't believe you, and then left.
Yeah, and then just bounced and never shows up again. As far as season 5 4 goes.
I remember their breakup, and I was like, what is happening? And I went back and I watched it again, and I was like, I still don't.
It happened at the beginning of the episode too. Like it was like, let's just get this over and done with.
It's like yeah, we're done faking the lesbian shit.
Yeah, so then they have to do this whole thing about Angela. Like, Sweets tells Angela to stop fucking.
Yeah,
and to abstain from sex to make good relationships with people.
And then the intern guy that Angela keeps hitting on, he shows her his wife.
Yeah,
and then his wife is like, "But you can masturbate." And that's in the show.
And then Angela's a liberated woman, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, so she hasn't been having sex, I
But then
suppose.
she had sex with Jack once, and then nothing happened after that, from what I remember. They're like not getting together, even though Hodgins still wants to get together.
We don't know yet. We're in season
we don't know
5
yet.
episode
Yeah.
2.
So okay, so that's another arc. A lot of arcs in this fucking show.
Gravedigger now.
Yeah, Gravedigger arc now. So we previously talked about this where Brennan got kidnapped with Jack, and they had to escape a car. Okay,
and they didn't find out who it was.
So then they bring the Gravedigger back,
and it's Booth.
Yeah, Booth gets kidnapped.
He's not underground. He's on a ship.
Yes. Yeah. He's on a ship and it's set to like explode pretty much. Like he finds a bomb and he's hallucinating an army soldier that is under his command that died in his like arms.
Yeah, that he named his kid after.
Yes, yeah. And so so this whole episode is him trying to escape and get off the boat,
and also trying to figure out if the guy he's talking to is a ghost or
real or like like some weird kind of thing. And there's all these flashbacks, and like wild shit. So during that, before that even happens, Booth gets kidnapped. They bring in like an FBI head of like the Gravedigger case.
Yeah.
After the other one got shot and murdered or something, doesn't matter.
Right.
And so this new lady comes in and is like, I'm missing some evidence from the Gravedigger thing. And it's because Jack apparently stole the like
sediment from the
car that bumped into his leg and made fucked up his leg.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I know the color, the paint. I just got to get more information. I got to find more info about this car.
Because he thinks he can find the Gravedigger.
Yeah.
Because he still has trauma.
Yeah. So he stole evidence, and this new FBI person is like, where is it? And then they bring in the guy that wrote the book about the Gravedigger.
Yeah.
To do it, and because he's like, she's like, it's either you or it's Brennan, and then it's revealed it's Jack. And then eventually it's revealed that then Booth gets kidnapped and is like, all right, you got to bring the evidence to this park bench or else he dies.
Yeah. But if they give up the evidence, they'll never catch the Gravedigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also the Gravedigger kills the book writer by like suffocation, I think. I don't remember.
I don't remember that at all.
Because they find him in the car. And because they're thinking, and then they just find his dead body like slumped over, and they open the door and it just plops out.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oops,
oopsie poopsie."
Oopsie poopsie.
And then there's also another FBI person that's not Booth that helps with the case because at some point Booth breaks his back or some shit because he has a bad back, and they make a point that Brennan fixes the bad back every once in a while. And then she fucks up his back, and
the lady FBI.
Yeah, there's a lady FBI agent, and like she comes up once, and then she only comes back for the Gravedigger episode for some fucking reason.
Yeah,
because she's like, I think you're the Gravedigger, Brennan, and it's like, what? What are you fucking talking about? So then, it's like, I know you're investigating this case without the FBI's involvement, so what's going on? And Brennan's like, get a lawyer, and then walks away. I don't know.
I don't know either, but she's pretty good. I actually like her because she's just like a regular ass
person.
She's just walking around like, you people are weird. Like, I just want to solve a murder, and if I don't, whatever. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a shit. My job. I clock in, I clock out.
Yeah.
I've never seen a cop on a TV show be like that. Like,
that is true.
Care. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't give a shit.
But okay, so they're looking into it more, and then they realize that the Gravedigger probably got their ribs fucked up because it seemed like the book writer tried to fight back in self-defense because he fractured like his arm or leg or something on ribs.
Also, somehow they get Booth's brother dishonorably discharged
because they pull strings at some point to stop the demolition of the boat. Yeah, because I think it's supposed to be like
to have more time.
Yeah, so Booth is like trying to escape, and he's like talking to this ghost and is like feeling real sorry about himself, and then like the ghost is like, no, don't be sorry, it's okay, I deserve to die. Or some shit, like some weird, like
I'm 90% sure he did not say I deserve to die.
It wasn't your fault, Booth. That's what it was. That's like it wasn't your fault that I died. Yeah, that's what it was. And then like tells
I deserve to die
or something.
No, you can't just lie on the show.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the show said that at some point.
I would, because that's crazy. What are you fucking talking about?
No, okay, no. This show's fucking crazy.
You
and
can't
I
say
both know
something that eye-raising. This show is crazy, but it has some constants in it. They love America.
They love the troops, and
intelligence over emotions is bad. It's bad to be intelligent.
Yeah,
it's great to be racist. You're very smart if you're racist. You're super smart if you're racist.
Thanks, Rupert Murdoch.
Yeah. It has all the values of Fox News. If you told me that they had a United States American soldier say to another United States American veteran, I deserved to die, there would be rioting in the streets. There would be headlines. What are you fucking talking about?
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. I am.
No TV show would put that on ever. I don't even think you could get that on South Park.
Okay, so the soldier's like, it's okay, Booth. You didn't kill me. I died an honorable death. And it's not your fault, Booth.
Yeah.
Can you tell my girlfriend that I love her?
Yeah, and then Booth cried and
saluted
and an American Eagle cawed in the background.
Like it's the end of Saving Private Ryan. Yeah. So Booth realizes that the FBI lady that started the episode looking for that's now the Gravedigger head.
Yeah.
Which they all realize, like, oh wait, why would you want to be the Gravedigger head? Because you're not gonna get anywhere. No one knows how to get the Gravedigger.
Yeah,
it's revealed she's the Gravedigger when Brennan just punches her in the fucking ribs,
and she's like, "Ow, my ribs!" And
they're
because
like,
I'm the Gravedigger.
Busted. Yeah. And so after that, she just like doesn't stop talking to him, and I think they slap her like once or twice just to like
they beat her up.
Yeah, they like try and torture her, and then Sweets has to be like, guys, torture doesn't work. It does which was pretty woke at the time for Fox News.
Yeah, it's pretty woke.
So then they have to they realize, oh, she has a locker somewhere, or like they pull like the NSA to find all her things, and she has like an alias, and like she did like charity work.
They did torture her. I forgot about that.
Yeah, they torture her. They didn't go super far, but I think they were like, should we waterboard?
Yeah, they did. They almost waterboarded.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa.
Jesus
I thought you were just lying and we were making fun of it. And I was like, what a silly thing that wouldn't happen.
They literally think they contemplate torturing her.
Yeah, they do.
And Sweets has to be like, no, she's not going to give up information.
And if she did, it would be you tortured her. So
yeah.
So,
okay. And then, so then they use Booth's brother, who has NSA ties, to find another alias that she has.
Yeah.
And then that alias works on with the Marines to make like not Marines, but like biologists.
Yeah.
To like talk about what the fuck was it? Like the they're sinking the boat to make like a little reef, like a decoration for the reef or something like that. Like it's a discommissioned boat and they put a bunch of shit in it and it's gonna sink.
Yeah.
And then that's the boat that Booth is on. So then that gets him dishonorably discharged, Booth's brother. And then they fly a helicopter to the exploding boat and then pick up Booth and bounce and the boat explodes. And it's awesome. And then, so they capture the gravedigger. She's captured.
Yeah.
Can't harm anyone anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So and then they end the episode with Booth at the grave of the person who died he was hallucinating. And he realizes that he goes back every once in a while. There's always flowers there from his like ex-wife or girlfriend or something.
Mm.
And so the ghost tells Booth, "Tell her I still think about her or that I'm okay."
Something like really specific.
Like really specific. And then so Booth tells her that. And then the ghost shows up again and talks to Brennan for a second.
Yeah, it's like a real ghost.
Yeah, it's like a real, like ghosts are real in Bones' universe. So
Booth thinks he saw a ghost. He doesn't think he had a hallucination.
And Brennan thinks that she met a real person, but it's actually the dead man.
Yeah. But also, more importantly, the audience thinks Booth saw a ghost.
At this
point now, because it's been confirmed that Brennan also saw him.
Yeah.
So unless they're having a shared hallucination, we think that Booth saw a ghost.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Okay.
Now Booth is seeing ghosts now.
Yes, Booth is seeing ghosts, this is going to be important later. I'm not done with this discussion.
The ghost is important.
Keep that in your mind. Booth hallucinates a ghost, and at this point, we have to believe this is a ghost. And also, Booth talks. Brennan talks to the ghost, right? Okay.
Very important.
Minor episodes I want to talk about, because I remember vaguely. I also important.
Yeah.
I just wrote down hypnosis becomes a thing. Because multiple times throughout the show, Angela uses hypnosis to remember the guy, but then there's one point where Sweets is walking through a guy that went to a party that saw two people fighting. Do you remember this? Okay.
No.
So in this scene, it's Sweets and Angela. Sweets is like talking a guy that saw a witness of a guy that got killed. A guy got killed and at a party.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Stick with me here.
All right.
A guy got killed at a party and was like fed to like lions or some shit.
Oh yeah.
And so there was like a banquet or something for the thing.
They had to find out which lady it was.
There was a lady talking, like
and
fighting with him or shoving him.
With Cam's ex and the daughter.
Yeah. Oh, because Cam also becomes a fucking foster mom, like a parent.
Yeah. She dated a guy like 10 years ago for like 2 years.
I forgot about that.
And then this guy cheated on her, but she really loved his daughter. And then he gets eaten by like tigers or whatever.
Or like no, because it was he got like fucking like throat slit by like a tool or something.
I don't know,
because it was gruesome. It was awful.
And then they fed him to tigers. And tigers
fed to tigers to get rid of the evidence.
So then Cam essentially adopts his daughter.
Yeah. So okay,
but he like cheated on a bunch of people, and it was the nanny, right?
Yeah, or it was like it was the nanny.
No, it was the lady at the hospital.
Nurses, at the hospital. But this is this is like one of the donors.
Yeah.
Like pushing him like in a big fight.
Yeah.
And then so they walk the guy that saw the fight through hypnosis to find out her face. And so it's like in this like weird green screened like sequence where it's like they're at the party and they're like drinking and like he's like, "Oh, think about the guy that gave you caviar." And then slowly like animals just start popping up in the hypnosis session. Like a giraffe pops up and like they're in their collective memory.
Okay.
Because they're all just walking around all dressed up like they're at the banquet in this scene.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember? Dude, it's awful.
Yeah.
So, okay, yeah. And like Angela's just like, can you fucking explain what this person looks like, please?
Mm-hmm.
While also acting like I think there's like a monkey or something that like climbs onto the thing. Oh, no, there's a zebra that starts licking like Angela's like clipboard or whatever.
Okay.
It's weird. It doesn't make any sense, but hypnosis becomes like a thing that they keep going back to for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
So I wrote that down.
Okay. All right.
Oh, twice in each season, like people die in the Jeffersonian, or like people that were related to the Jeffersonian.
Yeah, or are murderers in the Jeffersonian.
Yeah,
Institute.
so like in season 3, I think it was like an intern dies, and they're trying to figure out why, because like they find the body at the Jeffersonian, and then in season 4, it's like some head of department is murdered, or like they don't. Oh no, they're going to the funeral episode. Okay, so. Yeah. Okay, so there's a funeral episode. Yeah, so they're going to the wake of like a guy at the Jeffersonian that died, and then Brennan just starts fucking with the body in the casket, and it's like, this motherfucker was murdered,
and everyone's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So they have like
it's
a
all
weird,
played like a comedy,
like a goofy, because there's like multiple times where like they're like dragging the dead body into like the trunk of a car,
like full on Weekend at Bernie's ass shit.
Yeah, and like there's a point where Hodgins has to make a speech, and like he's looking out the window and he just sees the fucking Booth and Brennan dragging the body like over like grass in the pool and stuff.
It's weirdly in the tone of like Psych, you know?
Yeah, it does play like a Psych episode,
but it's like these are not Psych characters, man. Psych
these
characters
are
funny
people,
as fuck.
Yeah,
these people are like 3-dimensional and shit, but they're acting like cartoons all of a sudden.
Yeah, exactly. That's not even like against Psych, because Psych has 3-dimensional too. Yeah, like, but these are like characters that we've taken super seriously up until this point.
It's just a very interesting mix of drama and comedy.
Yeah, that's like not in the rest of the show.
Like, let's do a 90% comedy episode with 10% drama.
Yeah, we're like, the guy's wife is immediately fucking other dudes, including the funeral, including the guy that they're questioning for the funeral. Like, why is there bruising on the dead body that shouldn't be there?
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, you caught me. I didn't write it down.
Yeah,
and then they chain him to the casket to tell everyone, there's like the reason why we can't look at the body right now is because it's leaking, even though the body's at the Jeffersonian, like getting dissected and shit. Like, just weird. What a weird episode. Weird. And then they reveal the killer, I think, at the end. I don't even remember if there was a resolution to it, but
it was poisoned by tea or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because then they go to the actual like burial, and then like Brennan's like, "All right, everyone, I brewed a bunch of tea. Let's all one last time drink in his memory." And then the like mother's like, "Stop." It like slaps the drink out of one person's hand.
Oh yeah, because she killed him. For something about like the will.
It was the will. Yeah, it was like some random bullshit. But like Brennan was about to poison everyone.
No, I think it was fake.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. But okay, but yeah, so that was
she just didn't put the tea in the because they had like antifreeze in the tea. Was what killed him.
Okay,
so then I think she just made regular tea, and then the person that would be like, and this is the tea that he makes every day.
Oh, and then would
it's
realize,
like, no, it's just other tea.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's okay. There's the funeral episode. There's a couple other episodes I want to get to before the season finale of season 4.
Yeah.
There's the UK episodes. I don't know if you remember those.
Yes, I do.
Where they have to go for some reason to the UK. Or I think she's like on a book tour or something.
No, she was invited to speak at Oxford.
And then there was a crime that was committed that they were like, we could use your bones expertise to figure it out.
And then the main guys like want to have sex, and she's like,
no, I just want to respect my partner, Booth, who I'm not sexually attracted to, but he doesn't want me to fuck you for some reason. So
so I have to respect him.
Respect him.
And then that guy
gets killed.
Dies the next episode.
And then they're all like, was it all the British people are like, this was an accident. And then Bren's like, well, did he smoke? No. Why would he be smoking, and why would he have burned himself alive?
Moida.
It's murder, and then it's like one of his like proteges or something, because they found like something at a thing one time in a burial site. I don't even know.
Yeah.
So they literally introduce one guy just to kill him off, so they have an excuse to keep them in the UK for another episode.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Yeah, and then like they have to deal with like his partner in crime, like actually like being like, oh, so sad.
Can we talk about also how Booth in the first episode he like refuses to learn how to drive on the other side of the street?
Yeah,
like he's getting
really
into,
big point,
life
threatening
altering
accidents.
Yeah, because he just refuses to abide by rules.
He runs like a red light and goes through a roundabout and just like stops in the middle of it, gets out of the car and shouts, "I hate the British!" And then like,
and that sounds like a joke.
No, that's literally
that's what happens in the show.
Yeah, because Booth can't drive a little bit differently.
Like as you're watching it, everyone's playing and is like, "This guy is so silly, he can't change." But like, if you were there, you'd be like, "Where are the police?"
Yeah, and also
the police
like,
need to arrest this man.
He somehow breaks the tire of a car by driving onto the curb because he can't parallel park the opposite direction.
He's got like a 0 IQ for that episode.
Yeah,
it makes no sense.
It makes no sense at all.
He's supposed to be a smart guy.
Yeah, or at least a guy that like hides behind his intelligence, not a fucking moron. You know, like not like, you know, like
yeah.
And like, because they also like he talks about like he wants to really be a knight. He wants to be Sir Sealy Booth or whatever.
So they like fake knight him.
They fake knight him with like a thing they got from like a children's toy store.
It's like a children's toy store.
Yeah. And he's like, I love it.
And he's like, ooh, I'm gonna play with blocks in my car. And
so there's that episode. And then they also have another episode that's supposed to be a travel episode, that's set up to be a travel episode, where it's like, oh, Brennan's going to China or Japan or something.
Oh, but it's like, a plane episode, right?
The plane episode.
Where a lot of kid murderers.
Oh yeah,
a lot of
kid
kids.
kills one of the a critic, I think is what it is, like a female critic who's fucking his dad
because his mom has leukemia.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So he kills her and then puts her in an oven, and then everyone's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah.
So then they have to like improvise a bunch of tools, and there's a lot of talk about like, we have to do this before the plane lands because technically this is
American soil.
Yeah, as long as we're in the air. So they're doing all they can to like give Booth the opportunity to arrest this guy
because otherwise, like the murderer is gonna get away. Yeah. And they find out it's a child.
So they're trying to figure out, can we try him as an adult? Yes or no? Can you get me the warrant? Yes or no?
Yeah. And they have to they're like really need to put this child on death row.
Yeah,
they really gotta do it.
This is the capital punishment. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, it was like the kid did put a guy in the oven.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking crazy.
That's pretty wild. Kid's fucked up.
And they have to so they also have to improvise all the tools that they use at the Jeffersonian. Also, it's revealed that like the pilot like shouldn't be a pilot, like he gets drunk in pilots.
Yeah.
And all the stewardesses are like in like a crime ring for some fucking reason.
Don't remember that.
It was like about like they were like I don't even remember. And also like one of the like they're trying to figure out like, oh, does someone have a lighter, and like the steward like sneaks it to Booth because she smuggled it on or something.
Or she confiscated it or something.
Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking just wild.
That's a wild episode. I do not believe in putting children on death row.
Yeah.
But apparently Bones does.
Bones does, yeah.
I don't think they end up putting him on death row. I think he just goes to like kid jail.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, the plane episode, which I literally wrote as plane episode in here.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the rotating interns real quick because they're all like I like them.
Yeah.
There's only one person I think that doesn't come back as an intern, and it's the old guy.
Oh yeah, I liked him a lot.
And like they were just like, nah, not him.
He just had hella knowledge.
Yeah. But they bring back like a goth depressed man.
Yeah, he's funny. I like him.
Yeah, he's a good comedic character. I do like the
all business guy.
Yeah, the all business guy. I don't think there's a bad intern in that bunch.
No.
They really bully the one that's also autistic, but about facts.
Yeah, the British guy with facts. And then finally, at first they're like, it's not relevant to the case.
But then it's revealed that he uses like that knowledge to calm himself as like a stim.
Yeah,
and then
so like he's saying random
Cam
facts.
starts respecting it. Yeah. And then everyone else is like, nah, you're still not one of us.
For some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's about it. There's also the Islam guy that's actually really sweet and nice, and it's really fucked up.
He's really cool too.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing.
That they give like Hodgins like
he gives Angela like a mixtape of a bunch of cool ass songs.
Yeah. It's great. It's actually like a well written character. Yeah.
I just liked him in general. He's not like they do a good job making him three-dimensional.
Yeah.
But then also like the only thing that people talk to him about is that he's Muslim.
Yeah.
Like he also has kind of like a weird stim where he says onomatopoeias.
Yeah.
Which I don't think they gave up.
I think there's a lot of things they gave up.
Because that was in the beginning. And then
he just becomes like a regular person kind of like halfway through. Which I kind of do that too for the goth guy. Like they kind of really tone down his like depression.
Yeah, he becomes.
And
a
then
more
they also give
character.
sweets because there's the metal episode, the underground episode where they talk about the music. What the fuck is it, like death metal?
Oh yeah, and Sweets is a death metal head.
Yeah, and like everyone's. And then Stephen Fry shows up to out him as a metalhead for some reason. Like it's so weird. Okay, but yeah, so there's that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So, do you remember the episode with the foaming bones?
Yes, I do remember the foaming bones.
That was a good episode. That was a good episode.
That one I liked a lot. It was like, oh shit,
yeah,
the bones
like actually
are going
a good
away.
mystery. Like, and also it added a ticking time clock. That's probably the best, like suspenseful episode, I think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're really in their bag right now with episodes where they're making up new challenges for the bones specifically.
Yeah.
So like the story around it's like who cares?
Yeah, who fucking
And really
gives a
the
shit?
show gets very like I don't give a fuck about what the mystery of the murder is. We got a lot of other shit going on.
Yeah.
Like I literally could not care. Like there's the one where the bones are the wine one where the bones are jelly.
That's what I was gonna talk. Because that's
the most. I'm not gonna talk about it because there's a lot of shit that happens in it. But the foaming bones too. There's like a lot of like. There's one where there's a body completely in salt.
There's the one where it's squished in cardboard. There's the Oh, there's the one where
there's a lot of goop episodes.
Yeah,
too.
There's a lot of goop episodes is what we're gonna call them.
Essentially, yeah. Every time it's essentially just like a bunch of goop.
Yeah, like or a bunch of bones in the water. Yeah. There's the one where that's like the two like teens making out and they're about to fuck, and then the guy goes off to piss in like a water thing, and as he pisses, the water turns like pink, and then the bones show up.
And the bones, yeah.
A lot of like gross out like thing. Oh yeah, there's the episode where there's like just a corpse as like a scarecrow in a haunted maze.
Yeah. And they just have to keep making up new but the funny thing about it to me is that like who the fuck would go through all the trouble to do this to a dead body?
Yeah.
Like for a fact 90% of like murder cases are like
the one
stabbings or shootings.
Yeah, exactly.
Not like
it's not
I'm gonna jellify all this man's fatty acids.
That brings us to the wine episode.
Yes.
This is like a 2-part season finale is how I'm going to kind of describe this. So there's a wine episode and then a booth episode.
Yeah.
Is how I'm going to describe these right now.
Let's go through the wine episode.
So the wine episode, it starts off with a bunch of fucking
assholes drinking
assholes.
wine.
Yeah.
And then they're like, this wine has been in here for 20 years. And they start drinking it and they spit it out. And they're like, what's going on with this wine?
And then there's a finger in my wine.
Oh, this one has a finger.
Yeah.
There's a dead body in the wine cask.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
There's a body in the wine cask. And meanwhile, Sweets is doing word association with Booth and Brennan.
Yeah.
And somehow Brennan gets to the conclusion
that she wants to have
a baby. And specifically,
she wants to have a baby with Booth.
Yeah. The way she describes it is she wants Booth's features and like just wants Booth's cum. That's it. She doesn't want to actually have sex.
She thinks that she's been continuously since she met him saying that he's a prime candidate.
Yeah,
he's
an alpha male.
He's an alpha male, and he should have offspring.
Yeah, and this is where like the phrenology comes in, where she's talking about like, oh well, attractive people are actually going to be more likely successful. So that's why. And Booth's a very
then Booth's like, she called me attractive.
Yeah,
that's their dynamic.
So okay. So this is a goop cum episode, right? So because there's a lot of
a lot of cum talk
and a lot
there's a lot of goop
where they're like straining out like the fucking blood and guts,
which actually looks really cool.
It looked like they
got like a big filter and they just poured it on there.
Yeah, and they're just trying to figure out like and then the goth intern makes a joke about like you're gonna find a high alcohol content, and then a cult for applause, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, so okay.
It was a good joke, honestly.
Thank you, yeah. And so they, you know, they're
you didn't
solving,
make it. It was the show that made the joke.
So, okay. So they keep working on the case, whatever. It's like they're realizing that there's like one of the guys is fucking the other guy's wife, because that's a big recurring theme is just
the
a
dead
lot of
guy's
people.
Wife.
Yeah, the dead guy. Yeah, well, yeah. So, and like he had a kid with some other lady and they think it's her, but it's not.
Doesn't matter. None of that's real.
We need to talk about the scene where Booth goes to the sperm clinic.
Yes.
To come inside a jar for Booth, right?
For Brennan.
For Brennan, yeah.
He turns on the TV because he's gonna watch porn. And we're gonna have a moment of silence for the audience so that they can put their guesses in the comments.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you 5 seconds. Guess who Booth sees on television. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stewie Griffin from Family Guy.
And I was so skeptical of how this was gonna play because in the beginning you didn't even notice this. I noticed this.
You eagle-eyed this
at some point in the
Family Guy.
In the credits of the beginning credits. They say featuring Seth MacFarlane as Stewie. So I was like, oh, is he gonna be Stewie Griffin or someone else?
Someone else named Stewie
as like a little in joke.
I thought it was gonna be like they had Family Guy on in the background, so they had to credit him.
No, he is literally Stewie Griffin. Booth is in the thing, and Stewie's like, oh, why don't you just fuck her? It's like, oh wait, why are you so nervous? Well, don't you? Yeah, why can't you just be open about your feelings with Brennan?
Yeah, so it's Stewie Griffin, the character from Family Guy, telling Agent Seeley Booth from Bones, "Hey,
what's going on, man?
Booth, what the fuck? You should go fuck her. What's going on?
Commit, Booth, commit."
And he's like, "Why am I seeing the baby from Family Guy?"
And he does all the things like he stops the VHS tapes because they only have VHS tape porn in this fucking that place.
Yeah.
And then he unplugs the TV and Stewie still's there. And like everyone around him's like, what's going on in there? And he's
he
like,
doesn't tell
nothing.
Anybody.
And then, so
then they're interviewing something.
Yeah, they're interviewing the guy that did it, basically.
Yeah, and they got him to confess that he did it. And honestly, I'm going to be fucking for real with you guys right now. Doesn't matter what happened.
Doesn't matter what happens here.
Doesn't matter what happened with the wine.
Because Stewie Griffin comes back for an encore
and he's
is like, sitting in his high chair.
Yeah. Hey, bitch, you know.
What's going on? Oh, really? Oh, are you sure this is the guy? What are you thinking?
And Booth is like whispering to him, and Brennan's like, what the fuck is going on?
Who are you talking to?
Well, who are you talking to?
And then he keeps trying to interrogate him and goes like, no, sorry, keep going. And then Stewie's just like, oh, no, you're a fucking loser, aren't you? You fucking asshole.
Yeah.
And then Booth just keeps getting angrier at Stewie Griffin from Family Guy. And then Brennan's like, all right, you and me out right now. And then Stewie has this little joke moment of like,
this guy's a killer. Don't leave me in here.
Baby with a killer.
And then, so the Booth is like, so I don't want you to have this baby because I want to do it right. And all this stuff, and she's like, "But who are you talking to in there?" And he was like, "Oh, Stewie Griffin, from the Family Guy."
This pisses me off too because Brennan is known throughout the show for not knowing any pop culture references, but she knows Stewie from Family Guy
because she only watches Fox News.
Exactly. Yeah, she only watches
Fox shows.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
Rupert Murdoch requested, we wanted to make sure that we had.
And this is the funniest thing I've ever seen on television. It's better than when that time Rick turned himself into a pickle.
Yeah, but so also I want to make a point is that they're really making it seem like Booth is just anxious and like that's why he's seeing things because it's just pure anxiety.
Yeah, so that he's saying this to her. He's like, I don't want to do this.
And Brennan's like, go to a hospital.
You have a brain tumor. And yes, he's had a brain tumor this whole time.
Fucking time. And then there's the scene of all of them in the hospital, like right before they reveal that it's a brain tumor.
They don't make the arrest on camera.
Yeah, they don't do that. They don't even give a shit.
They just fucking leave.
They're all just like what's his name? Fucking Sweets is like the one freaking out the most. Like, yeah, I'm not a fucking psychologist right now. My friend's hurt. Jesus Christ.
Because what? He didn't notice that he had a
Jack
brain tumor?
is hitting on Angela too. Like,
he's like, well, you know, we could die at any moment.
That's why we should get back together. and then and starts
life is so fleeting, you know.
And just like puts his hand on her thigh. Yeah. So then Brennan comes out and is like, oh yeah, he has a brain tumor. They're gonna start it like in 15 minutes. We're gonna start the surgery.
And so then she goes in with him.
Yeah, and then they put Booth under, and then that's the end of that episode. So, okay, so then the season finale of the show is it starts off with Booth and Brennan fucking.
Yeah.
So recap. Booth went in for surgery. This episode, they're fucking.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And then it's slowly, it's like everything's off about this like universe, I guess. Like basically
they own a nightclub
and all the interns are working there as like nightclub people. Zach's there. Yeah. And it's like the first time we've seen him in like a season. Full
on.
Yeah. So then it's like everyone's there's like, what the fuck's going on? And then Cam and Booth's brother shows up at his door and is like, oh, someone got murdered at your nightclub.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like kind of a suspect, and then they're all getting interrogated. Like the goth guy's a chef.
Yeah.
Hodgins is the crime writing guy. Sweets is the bar mixologist and like
bartender.
A bartender, yeah. Okay. And so and it's like, what the fuck is going on? There's another intern that's like the most Zach like that's like the bouncer and is like always has a toothpick in his fucking mouth for no reason. Okay.
Can we call this segment Josh Mansplains Bones to Sarah? Because we both watched it.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry.
But I'm apparently getting everything wrong, and you're just re-explaining everything I've already seen to me.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Which is really funny.
But listen, I'm guiding us through this, all right? Yeah. That's what we're doing.
It's really hard for me to not be like, I know. And I get that.
I know. I'm trying to explain this for the audience.
For the show. It's just like, I just want to explain why I'm like,
yeah. Okay. So, and then, so all that's happening, right? And then fucking, it's the biggest implication is that Brennan's the murderer, and like it's like Booth's brother's like, oh, if you find the muzzle thing, you gotta get rid of it because he's also like a dirty cop. Oh, Brennan's dad's there too, and he's like a councilman or something. And they talk about the gravedigger, like the gravedigger's like a crime kingpin or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then it's revealed right at the end that it was all a dream sequence, right as Booth like started waking up. And also Brennan's typing this out like it's in the novel.
She had written it and was saying it out loud as she was writing.
Yeah, so then Booth is experiencing that as like
in his dream.
And then at the end of the episode, none of this matters because it's a dream. So, and then the end of the episode, Booth wakes up and he was in a coma for 4 days. And the last line of the episode in the season is, "Who are you?" And then cut to black. And then
that's what it was.
Yes,
that's what I was like. How dare you do this to people?
Yeah.
He wakes up from a coma, looks at Brennan, and is like, I don't know who you are.
I
don't know who you are, because he totally forgot who she fucking was.
Yeah.
And then that's the end of the season.
Time for the summer season of television, baby.
It was like, I couldn't believe it if that fucking showed up on the fucking TV.
Dude, waiting 3 months to try and figure out what happened to Booth.
What the fuck is gonna happen now? Yeah.
And then the first episode of season 5 is like, oh, it's all resolved.
Not really, though, because he doesn't remember a lot of who he was.
Yeah, like there's like one moment where like he has fun with the clown, and Brennan looks at him like, you don't like clowns.
Yeah, you would shoot an ice
cream truck. Yeah. So weird. Yeah. Oh, and also Booth finally admits that he loves Brennan.
Yeah.
To everyone besides Brennan, because he kind of cops out at the last second.
Yeah.
He's and that episode was like, I love you
as a friend. And she's like, love you too. Whatever. Yeah. But Brennan also, because there's a fortune teller, the fortune teller's like, he understands you.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess, what she wants.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about the fortune telling. Like, cause then like the fortune teller brings up a crime apparently, cause like, oh, there's bodies buried at these coordinates, and they're like, no, they're not.
And then
Let's go check.
Yeah.
God, that was a silly one too.
This show is so stupid.
It's really dumb.
I love it so much. This is a stupid
This is
fucking
a dumb
show.
fucking show. I will say also, like, I'm realizing as the show progresses, it's becoming way more procedural, like more about. They also only once did the thing they did in the first episode, which was the extended long, like, we're gonna look at the bones and like.
Yeah, well, I mean, I told you that too. They were like, they didn't do it afterwards, do that ever
but they
again.
still did it like once or twice, which I find fascinating. It's like, when do they need to pad out the episode because they didn't write enough?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
This show is exhausting. I'll be honest.
I'm
thinking about it all. It's like, I like watching it.
I was genuinely concerned I couldn't do an hour. I'm surprised we've gone past an hour.
We've gone past an hour.
I think it's at 3:37 right now.
What does that fucking mean?
We've been recording for an hour and a half.
Jesus Christ, Josh. All right. Well, but yeah, dog. What the hell? I don't know. When you're in it and you're watching, you're like, great. I don't care. Put it on. And then you sit there and you think about what the fuck is going on.
For
and you're
more
like,
than like 3 seconds.
Wait a minute. What?
That makes no sense at all.
It makes your brain short circuit, man.
Yeah, and I wonder, like, someone said that, like, once they resolve the will they, won't they, the show goes downhill. And I'm kind of like...
I'm interested to see. Because it is
already
going downhill. Yeah.
And I wonder how many more, like, because, okay, we've had, like, 17 jump sharks now.
Yes.
13 of them within 2 episodes.
And you're saying this now, a bunch of people are going to be like, you don't even know that.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah.
I know that another serial killer is going to show up at some point. Because of course. Yeah, but it's like...
I'm kind of pissed off there isn't one right now.
Yeah, I wonder, like... I wonder, unless, like, the guy that they arrested in this episode somehow just becomes the killer for the rest of the season.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
But I don't know, because, yeah, there's, like, 20 buried bodies, and that's, like, the most bodies I think we've had for the body count of a serial killer, and they just resolve it in the first episode.
Yeah.
Because they get him on tax evasion.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's okay that you failed. It's like,
yeah, it's okay you failed, because there's other crimes he did that they can get him on.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's like, what?
Jesus.
Yeah,
it's just a mess. It's a mess.
It's a messy fucking show.
I don't know why anyone is doing the things that they're doing, but it's fun.
Yeah, it feels like the characters, they haven't gotten, like, flanderized yet. Like, they haven't become, like, super one note, but I kind of feel like it's getting there. Like, they're gonna get more and more... Whatever defining characteristics they have is going to get more pronounced, whereas their 3-dimensionality is going to be just slowly lowered and lowered, you know?
Yeah. It's like they keep having to make up new 3-dimensional ideas for these characters that are not congruent with their past 3-dimensional.
And won't last episode to episode, yeah.
Yeah. And it's also, sometimes it's like, I feel like the show is making fun of its own writing sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, there'll be parts where, like, Cam will say something kind of witty with a dead body in front of her, and then there was one moment where people looked at her like, what the hell? And she was like, what? I'm a deadpan wisecracking coroner.
Jim the camera real quick, and then you got... Yeah.
And it's like, are we doing why are we being a parody of ourselves?
Yeah, why are we, like, announcing our traits to everybody?
It's like the writers got pissed that they had to write.
And that's the thing, is, like, I'm trying to remember when this show... Because I know this show at some point had to deal with the writer strikes of 07, 08, and I don't know if it's happened already.
It probably had,
now. Yeah. So I wonder, like, when... Because I'll be honest, if, like, the writer strikes were happening in the past 2 seasons... Totally believe it.
Totally get it.
I wonder, like, if they have to, fix it somehow after the fact. Because, I feel
it feels like a suit walked into the writer's room and was like, put a dinosaur in there. You know?
Let's get a shot of a zebra in here, please. Thank you.
If you could put a Subway shirt on the serial killer's body.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
What if the school had a Subway shop on it?
Change the name of the show to Subway.
Yeah, just change. Let me see, because, okay, when did this air? When did this fucking air? May 14th, 2009. Okay, so there's a chance that this was impacted by the writer strike. Yeah. God, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Dude, what a so okay, what would you rate Bones so far? On a scale of 1 to 10.
I think the last time I think it would be like a fucking 8.
Okay.
Well, no, like a 7.
7 I think is fair for the first few seasons.
It's like a 5.
It's getting a little too wacky. Like
a little bit. Well, maybe a 6.
Maybe 6? Okay.
It only went down a point. How about that?
Okay, that's fair. I'm trying to think of like predictions.
Well, yeah, what the fuck do you think is going to happen?
I don't know, because it's genuinely difficult because the show has no direction.
I mean, I know what happens because I've seen it.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I know there's another. I do know another serial killer happens. I know that they're gonna get together eventually.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna take a while. I think it's gonna take. Okay, because I know what happens to one of the characters. I think what's gonna happen is Bruce and Brennan are gonna get together before that happens, and then they're gonna do that thing to the character to spice things up. And then it's going to get forgotten about 3 episodes later.
What thing to the character?
Sweets. What happens to Sweets?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No one will know what you're talking about. But yeah.
Apparently also, Zach does show up a couple more times, but like from now on, he's not going to really be in the show.
Probably
because
he
drop
had
him.
Some other, acting.
Probably, yeah. And I guess, the excuse of him being in jail or in the mental.
He just come back whenever.
Yeah. So.
It's a wild show, man.
Yeah. What do you guys think of Bones?
What do you think of Bones?
I did not expect that to actually take an hour. I think there was so much shit.
That fucking exhausted me, and I just sat here and listened to you talk.
I'm an exhausting person. Thanks.
That was actually what I wanted to avoid. That's the reason I phrased it that way. It was you thinking that I'm calling you exhausting.
I know the show is exhausting.
Yes, it's just
From
hearing
a logical...
all of it is like, fuck.
Yeah, because I think it was like 13 and 20 episodes, so that's like 30 hours of content that we have to remember. And I'm now realizing so much of it's just fluff.
Yeah,
I guess
a lot
makes
of it is
sense.
fluff.
Yeah, because it's a fucking show that like needs to...
Really, 2 things need to happen in the season to move the shit forward.
But then they throw 20 things in and only half-ass 17 of them.
No wonder we only get 9 episodes per season now.
Yeah,
like we want things to happen, and we don't.
I would prefer there being 8 episodes of Fallout compared to 20 episodes of it, where
it's nonsense. Yeah, I think me too.
Yeah. God. Anyway, I'm excited to watch The Owl House next week, a show that actually makes sense. It actually fucking like matters.
Yeah. A children's cartoon show makes more sense than...
Yes, it does. No, like it does. Like, okay, yeah. At least they're gonna treat lesbians with a little bit of respect.
That's what I'm fucking saying. Yeah. Shit.
Just a smidge.
I still love it though.
I do love it. It's hard,
really
it's hard
good.
to hate. It's hard to hate Bones.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
It's a fun show to put on and you're like,
mindlessly
hell yeah.
watch. Yeah.
And every once in a while you're like, what?
And then the second you start thinking about it, you pull back the magician's the curtain. Yeah. And you just see Rupert Murdoch just
rubbing his little hands
surrounded by gold. Like he's fucking McDuck or whatever his name is.
Scrooge
McDuck, yeah.
Yeah.
God.
I love you so much.
I love you too. Do you want to do ads? Is there anything?
Sure.
Fuck it.
One
One topic. Who cares? Bye. Welcome to the ad break.
Hello.
Hey, are you enjoying this podcast so far?
You know I am.
Then you better like, comment, subscribe, and hit the gosh darn bell and rate us 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcasts.
Oh my gosh.
And share this freaking podcast with people.
Share this freaking podcast.
I don't know how to say words.
It's okay. I'm not bullying you. I'm not bullying you. I love you. Stop claiming that I'm bullying you because I'm not.
Sarah's bullying me for being sexy
That's
and right.
That's not true. You are sexy and sometimes you're right.
Bullied for being smart and correct all the time. No. Okay. If you're enjoying this podcast, you want to support the podcast financially, there's a couple ways to do it. You can go over to buymeacoffee.com/APWSTR and buy us coffees.
Oh my gosh.
We have a couple coffees this week, so I'm ready to read them all.
Oh?
Erica, her bought a coffee. Thank you.
Thank you.
I came from TikTok, but started listening to the whole show. Your vibes are immaculate. Sarah's ADHD diagnosis actually helped me discover my own.
Oh, good.
I resonated with what you mentioned and talked to my therapist about it, and lo and behold, I have ADHD.
Hell yeah.
I'm a new therapist myself, and it spurred me to do more research so I can better help my clients too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Ironically, I listen to your podcast while doing tasks at home because I can't stick with the task unless I have something in the background. Sam,
Real.
I feel that.
So real.
Your podcast is the best. Thanks for being awesome. P.S. Hopes this helps with the taxes. The struggle is real. Thank you. No, yeah. So honestly, every coffee I'll gladly appreciate.
Yes.
$1 chipped away at my $4,000. Yeah. Thumbs up. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Miss Tori, she her bought a coffee. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, it's me, Miss Tori, not the OG Tori. I don't know if y'all remember, but I sent a coffee back when I was graduating in December with my teaching certification. I do remember that.
Yes.
Well, you guys have been a huge help in my first semester of teaching little goblins.
Oh.
I have a tough class behavior-wise, and I am also raising 2 goblins, 2 boys aged 2 and 3.5,
Aww.
which means I'm constantly exhausted.
Yeah.
I also found out that they're not asking me back next year in my current position.
Whoa.
F me, upside down smiling face. I am sorry.
That sucks.
And also, I got a cervical cancer diagnosis. I am sorry. I hope you're doing okay.
Yeah.
Well, the cancer was caught early, and I'm going to be fine. That's good.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
It's turned my life upside down, and it's hard to just keep on keeping on. You guys have been an amazing escape of my whirlwind of a life, so thank you for being my distraction, lol. Of course, our pleasure.
Absolutely.
Also, Sarah said something along the lines of, it's okay to feel what you feel, but your actions from those feelings are your responsibility, was a gold fucking nugget.
Real.
My students have been immensely less explosive in the classroom because I've started using that with them. 8 to 9-year-olds are learning from your wisdom, lol.
Hell yeah.
Anyways, thanks, guys. I appreciate you more than you can imagine. All the love, Miss Tori. Our pleasure.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
That's crazy.
And I can't even take credit for that phrase.
I think you found it on TikTok, right?
Yeah. I said it last time I mentioned it. But yeah, it was from a TikTok. I don't remember who it was, but...
Yeah. I will say most of the stuff we say are references to things. So we're just messengers.
Sometimes we make good nuggets.
Yeah.
But yeah. But
that's
also genuinely cleared up a lot of like confusion and moral quandaries in my life. And I'm also really glad that the ADHD diagnosis
helped that other person.
Yeah, helped that other person as well.
It's good, yeah.
It was good shit.
I've said so much, my mouth is fucked.
No, I know. I'm kind of tired a little bit.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
No Reddit this week.
None. No, we're going to do Reddit.
Sarah bought a coffee. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, guys. Love this podcast. So glad I found you on TikTok.
Thank you.
I'm an elder millennial trying to raise a good-hearted Gen Alpha, and being in rural Missouri sometimes it's tough. But listening to you guys restores my faith in humanity. Thank you.
Nice.
If you haven't seen it, I'd love to hear your take on the newer She-Ra and the Princess of Power cartoon on Netflix. Came out around 2018, I think.
Yeah.
If you like Avatar: The Last Airbender, I think you might like it. Enjoy it. My daughter and I love the show, but I'd love to hear any criticism you have.
Yeah.
Your takes always makes me see things from new perspectives that sometimes I miss. Anyways, love you, the pod and you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We will add that to the list.
Yeah, I've heard of it, and I've seen some of it. I like the art style.
I like the art style too.
Yeah.
I don't like how woke it is.
Because of the lesbians?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to write a huge think piece about it. But no, I'm willing to put that on the list of things to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine once we're done with the Owl House, people are going to be like, Infinity Train, Amphibia.
Don't say any of them, because then there's going to be people expecting it.
Infinity Train, Amphibia, Adventure Time, the new Adventure Time,
Midnight Gospel.
Trying to think of anything else. Oh, Gravity Falls.
Oh yeah, fuck. Too many shows. Damn. Stop making shows.
Chowder.
Yo, actually,
it's all of Chowder.
Sign my ass up. But yeah, we'll put She-Ra for sure onto the list. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Next coffee. I'm moving on.
All right. Sounds good.
You stop it.
Basic
stop putting more
gumballs.
Sir, you shut the fuck up right now. Okay. We can't add more shows to the list. Okay.
Uncle, Grandpa.
Link, they bought a coffee. Thank you, Link.
Thank you, Link, they.
Hello, Sarah and Josh.
Hello.
Link again. I'm currently catching up on some episodes while working on a D&D character I've had in my dome for a while.
Hell yeah.
For a new campaign my friend is starting. And since I have a feeling that both of y'all want to know, she's a dog folk, border collie cowgirl that has left her life on the farm to live a life of adventure. Hell yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm still working on her as she doesn't even have a name yet, partially because I'm so bad at coming up with names. So maybe nerds could help me.
Okay, I'm trying
with the heart emoji, yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think because I read this and I was like, oh my God, for a dog cowboy.
Yeah.
A cowgirl.
Yeah.
A doggy cowgirl.
I did not read this far into this. I like surprising myself with these.
The first time I was like Spot.
Yeah, Spot.
Just like Spot. I love it when animal characters, like every time I'm a Khajiit in Skyrim or Elder Scrolls, I like to name them like Mrs.
Pet
Bingles.
Names, yeah.
Something like that.
You gotta do like an ironic name like Susie. It's just like, you know, like a regular name, yeah.
Yeah.
Angelica from Rugrats.
From Rugrats.
Parentheses from Rugrats. I'm not good at naming people. I'm sorry.
No, that's
not my writing skill. My writing skill is, and then there's an explosion. Exterior night.
Josh writes scripts is the joke that he's saying.
Yeah.
Fucking
you got one more name. Fetch. There you go.
After her favorite game.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, because I named my fucking my first ever D&D character was Malachi Wilberforce.
Use that name. Steal that.
Use Malachi Wilberforce. You could use Malachi Wilberforce.
Use Josh.
Josh just names all of his characters Josh.
Yeah,
he really does.
I'm really clever in that way. I really flip it on its head. Thank you both for doing what you do. Your dynamics are always a highlight of my day. Our pleasure.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, just name your D&D character Josh. Do it, America.
I used to dog sit a border collie. Her name was like Kasey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Do Kasey.
Kasey, there you go.
Kasey the dog cowgirl.
Oh, hell yeah. Nice.
There you go.
But yeah, if you want to support us that way, go to buymecoffee.com/APWSTR. We'll also read whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
We also have a coffee line at straightrivercoffee.com/APWSTR. Sarah's holding her blend. She has a chaos blend with chocolate cream. It is a dark roast and Colombian bean.
Yeah.
I have a light to medium roast Brazilian bean. Yes. And it's caramel flavored. It is $16 for one, $28 for the combo. You can go to straightrivercoffee.com and grab that. And I'll also make sure to put the link right up here.
Yeah.
I think it's right up here. I'm getting better at it. I know
Josh
where it is.
Getting better at it. It's over there.
Yeah, it's over on my side. It's not on Sarah's side. It's on my side.
Not over here. It's over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, go check that out. Go to our Patreon, patreon.com/APWSTR. Get early releases to the gaming. Get early releases to the podcast when we can.
I'm editing the gaming now, so it's all coming out on Sunday.
Yeah,
every
so
week.
you get basically the entire week of gaming, a whole day to 5 days in advance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can get that. You can also get the exclusive content. We just released a new Matt Damon. We just released a new Worst Takes that you can listen there. You can also listen to Worst Takes on any podcasting platforms.
We also have a book club. We just did the book club meeting today.
Yeah.
We are now reading Worn, A People's History of Clothing.
Yeah, we're reading that right now. We just read The Bone Shard Daughter. We're going to be recording that episode probably in 2 weeks, but we just also released the book club episode for The Last Unicorn, which was pretty good.
Yes, so we're going to record the review of The Bone Shard Daughter, which was really good, by Andrea Stewart. And then May's book, It's Worn, yeah. It's Worn, A People's History of Clothing by Sophie Thonhauser.
Yeah.
I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but I'm very excited for it. It's like a historical
account of like clothing. Yeah,
and I'm really interested in it. It's our first like nonfiction
book. Yeah, so it'll be a good one. Yeah.
So do that. That's through our Patreon and our Discord.
Yeah, exactly. So go check out the Discord and the Patreon down in the description below. Also check out the Palestinian links and support Free Palestine.
Yes.
And check out our distributed computing links as well to help work on scientific cures for things like cancer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And also explore the universe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Links are down in the description. Go check it all out. Do the 5 calls. Enjoy the rest of the podcast. And see you all in the next segment.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right.
Oh, my God.
Welcome to the Reddit segment.
Welcome. Oh.
We just took a nice little 15-minute break.
It was not. It was like fucking 20 minutes.
I needed it.
Josh did need it.
I talked a lot. I got more water.
I had a story that was definitely, looking back on it, rage bait trolling.
Oh, and it got deleted?
Yeah, it got deleted like immediately, like in an hour.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, I get it.
But
kind of a good thing. Anyway.
You're excited for this new one, I think. So I'm ready. Welcome to the red segment, Sarah.
Welcome.
The floor is yours.
Thank you.
Matt jazz hands. It's not even jazz hands, but okay.
Yeah, it's just hands.
Yeah, but I'm ready. I'm excited.
Bereft of jazz. All right. Today I fucked up.
Ooh.
By telling my boyfriend my fantasy.
Oh, okay. All right.
Happened yesterday. My boyfriend, 29 male.
Okay.
Let's just remember.
29 male, okay.
And I, 27 female, were watching news coverage of a cleanup taking place in a nearby suburb after a tornado came through. There were a few firefighters assisting with cleanup, walking around, checking homes, and helping people. I accidentally said saving lives is so hot.
Yeah. Actually, I do agree with that. Yeah.
While watching, my boyfriend was a little taken aback and asked me what I meant.
Elaborate right now. People saving lives is good.
And hot makes me horny.
Yeah.
That's what I fucking
want
just
someone
said.
reliable and to trust.
I told him firefighters were really attractive to me because they are so brave and selfless. It's a huge turn on.
Okay.
That's like a normal turn on.
I think it's a fair, yeah.
He told me he felt like that was a messed up thing to say to him, that I shouldn't be looking at other men like that. I assured him that I only want him, but maybe I'd enjoy doing some role playing. He got even more upset and said that I crossed the line and he doesn't think he can really satisfy me because he's nothing like a firefighter and doesn't want to act like one.
Why? Wait, hold on, wait. So, okay, she was like, let's get you like a fireman's hat. And then you were like, well, that's not going to be believable.
And he was like, no, I don't want to have sex.
What do you take me for? Some liar?
I want to be George. I don't want to be another man.
So you're vanilla is what I'm hearing. You're a fucking loser.
Well, you're an idiot because you just turned down sex with your girlfriend. Jesus Christ. Things just kind of escalated from there. In the heat of our argument, I told him I don't get on him about his fantasies and preferences of MMA women and so on. He said,
so wait, he also has? Okay.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing. Like, I get there are people that we're going to talk about it later.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
He said it's different because he's a guy. And he doesn't talk about it in front of me. He does. He told me if I'm so turned on by firefighters, I should go be with one and stop leading people on.
Marry one. Oh my God.
Stop leading people on.
Stop leading people on.
I tried to explain that it's just a fantasy. I just appreciate the qualities of masculinity and bravery. I can't help that. He said I emasculated him by having this fantasy.
Dude, you're emasculating yourself.
Yeah.
You're tattling on yourself. What are you doing?
I didn't want to keep fueling the fire, so I apologized, but he was still so upset. He told me he just needs to get away before he says some things he'll regret.
Like what? What are you gonna do? That's not good. That I would leave immediately if someone said I'm gonna do something I'm gonna regret. I would call the cops.
So he took off to his friends.
I call the firefighters. Sorry.
So he took off to his friend's place and hasn't contacted me since yesterday. Too long didn't read. So by accidentally thinking out loud, then suggesting a role-playing scenario that my boyfriend didn't agree with, we got into a big blowout argument, and he's now staying over at his buddy's house because he's so upset with me. Dude cucked himself.
Yeah, he could have
just put on the hat and fuck your girlfriend. It's
another one of those stories. I totally believe this one, like of straight dudes just being like
an idiot.
Yeah,
just like a real idiot. Your girlfriend wants to have sex with you.
Yeah, she just wants a little bit of a fireman's hat. That's it.
Your girlfriend.
Yeah, and she's telling you, "I want to have sex with you."
Also, like, you expect to have like completely vanilla sex with your girlfriend for the rest of your life?
Yeah, that's
No, you're probably gonna end up doing something
a little wacky. Yeah, something a little, something you wouldn't have expected to do.
It's a fairly common thing.
So, okay, wait, hold on a second, because he also, by saying he doesn't have the traits of a firefighter, which is, I guess, would be like being courageous and wanting to save lives. Is he admitting he doesn't want to be courageous or save lives, or that he doesn't have the capability to do it?
It's probably not. It's probably that he thinks a firefighter is like a big, strong man, and he's saying that like he doesn't view himself as that.
There's more to a firefighter, yeah.
But that's just an insecurity.
Yeah.
Like, she's with you, she likes you.
Yeah, she likes you. She wants you to put on the fireman's hat, and
yeah, that's it.
Just do it.
It's not. You shouldn't.
That's not, like, and also if he's also talking about, like, wanting to fuck MMA fighters, like, what's the difference at that point? None. You're both talking about your fantasies.
Men can talk about sex, women can't. It's different. Because I'm a man.
I'm a man, and men are allowed to fuck everyone. Women are only allowed to fuck me.
You're not allowed to think about sex ever unless it's about me.
Yeah, about me specifically. Yeah. And if you think about sex with anyone else, you're a slut.
Yeah.
So dumb.
Yeah.
That's fucking ridiculous, man.
It is ridiculous.
Just fucking
Just fuck your girlfriend.
Just fuck your girlfriend.
And shut up. Just fuck your girlfriend and
shut up, yeah.
And also, like, I recently told Josh this story.
Oh, yeah.
But one time in high school, my friend was trying to set me up on a date with a guy who, like, I really thought was gay. And I was like, I don't care. I'll go on a date because I didn't date anyone.
Yeah.
It's like the only date I'll ever get is with a gay guy, sure. And but he wouldn't admit that he was gay. And so I was just kind of assuming, which is shitty.
No, yeah.
But he was like a big Christian.
Oh, I get.
So I was like, you just have religious trauma is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. He just never ever showed any interest in women, but he could have been. I don't know.
Yeah.
And so I was like, sure, I'll go on a date with him. I don't care. And we were talking about, like, I was talking about how I wanted to learn how to sail a boat.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, this isn't going to work out. And I was like, why? And he was like, you've emasculated me with your dreams of one day
owning a boat,
learning, like, taking a boating class. And I was like,
if you know any skill that I don't know, I'm tossing you to the curb.
Like, and the feelings that I have as a woman is like, hey, what is this, like the 1820s? Like, I'm not allowed to do anything other than have children and sweep and cook. Like, what the fuck? Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
But then also, that's my current. I think at the time I was like, well, then maybe you should be fucking skilled then. Maybe you should want to learn a fucking skill. Yeah. At least I have a goddamn.
Maybe you should try to be courageous a little bit. Maybe you should try and have a little bit of honor.
And, and all I'm saying is that guy's gay now. all I'm saying.
You're saying, yeah. That's so fascinating. The fucking,
like, dude, you just, if you can be emasculated by your girl being like, I want to fuck a firefighter. You didn't have any masculinity to begin with.
Yeah, if just the idea alone is like
threatens your masculinity, that's extremely,
that's very fragile. Yeah. If you told me right now, Sarah, I like firefighters, I think they're sexy,
I could tell you, right? This has happened multiple times.
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, I get it.
You introduced Pedro Pascal to me because you wanted to fuck Pedro Pascal.
Josh self-cucked himself by introducing Pedro Pascal to
Pedro. What do you mean? You could join.
Thanks. I appreciate getting an invite to the Pedro orgy.
I assume Pedro's coming in here for you, and I'm just a witness.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I don't know. I think it's okay to have fantasies of other people. Yeah, I don't really give a shit.
I don't understand the, like, you only need to have eyes for me.
Yeah.
Because that's just not how I experience life.
No, yeah. I think I think I'm comfortable in this relationship and I'm comfortable with where we are in my masculinity.
Yeah.
I think we can both say to each other, yeah, that person's hot over there. And then there's like a not zero chance of being like, yeah, I get it.
Yes, that's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And not in the, like, you know,
sleazy,
like sexualizing women kind of way where you're like, oh, I'm a bisexual woman and I'm on the street with my straight boyfriend and we're both checking out girls.
No, yeah.
No, not in that way, but like, oh, the character on TV show is hot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I feel that. Yeah.
Like, I mean, what the fuck? What season of Love is Blind was it where there was that neurodivergent king? that sang that Blarney Stone song.
Oh yeah, that guy.
And everyone was telling him that he was ugly, and you were like, "He's so hot.
He's
like,
very attractive, you fucking losers."
He's the most attractive.
He was the most
out of
attractive
everyone.
one. Yeah.
It made no sense.
Yeah. What? Because he's like a little twig? Like, come on. Like, come on.
Like, what do you mean?
What do you
wasn't. He was built as fuck.
He was actually built. Yeah. He was just hiding behind a suit.
Yeah.
Which is what most, I think, people. Yeah, I do that. I would totally do that.
Josh is built under that.
I'm not. I got a dad bod right now.
No, that's good.
Yeah, I gotta go back. I gotta get back to my convention center physique.
Nope, you don't have to do anything.
Gotta get my arms back up. Solved it.
Solved it. Yeah.
All right, nice. Good first story. I like that.
Yeah, it was good.
That was a good one. Hell yeah. All right, I don't know which one to start with. I have some wacky ones. I got some wacky ones. I feel like
I'm excited for the wacky ones because mine it was a tough time finding these.
It's all good. I'll lift us up.
They were all like way too sexual or like about death and suicide.
Yeah, sometimes picking red stories is difficult because you don't want to be super depressing. You know?
Yeah, fuck.
Okay, I have an old one. I have one. I think that was it's like a year old. I'm gonna do that one first.
Yeah,
because it got reposted to MIDX to like this in the past 2 weeks. Okay. My wife. Okay, r/marriage.
Yeah.
My wife won't talk to me anymore. Why are you laughing? His wife won't talk to him anymore.
It's funny. I don't know why. I mean, maybe it can be really
also,
sad.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say I'm sorry.
You're sorry? To me? To everyone?
To you specifically right now.
Specifically? Is this an age gap?
My wife, 31 female, and I,
127! I am a wizard! And I will never die!
Yeah.
I am immortal! Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Okay. My wife, 31 female, and I, 46 male, have been together for 6 years, married for 2. She used to talk to me all the time. She used to share her day with me, just randomly tell me her thoughts, stuff like that.
Then her frontal lobe developed.
However, she also used to want to talk about problems we were having a lot. It felt like we were always, It felt like we were always talking about what I did wrong. She thought I spent too much time talking to exes, parentheses, we were friends. I don't prioritize her over work. It's my career. Am I supposed to quit?
What?
And mostly,
what are you fucking talking about?
And mostly that I didn't care enough about her. It was so many different ways that she came to that conclusion, but it was like we were just always sitting down for a serious talk. So I told her about a year ago that I didn't want to talk anymore. I was just tired of hearing everything I was doing wrong. I provide everything we need. Can I just have a break? 2 question marks. I told her that if she had a problem with the way I did things, then she could get out of my house and we'd get a divorce.
Okay, great. Yeah, awesome. Awesome that you just nuked your relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
She told me that she was trying to communicate because she didn't feel appreciated and that I had one foot out the door. But I think that's ridiculous. I know it's harsh.
You told her that you were going to move out of your house and divorce.
Yeah.
How is that not having one foot out of the relationship?
A foot and a half is out the door at that point.
And
yeah.
Only your little Twinkie toes are in the door.
Oh, oops. Maybe I'll leave. Yeah. I know it's harsh, but I was at my wit's end. So now, a year later, she barely talks to me at all.
God.
When I ask her about her day, she says, fine. When I talk to her about work or politics or my day, she says, oh, wow, cool, and kind of walks away. Her attitude isn't bad. She's very sweet, but it's just like she doesn't care anymore. I don't want to talk about our problems anymore, but I didn't mean stop talking, period. We really don't talk about anything that doesn't have to do with our life slash household. In the evenings, she just turns on the TV and we watch something until bed. Now, I don't know what to do because I just found out today that she won a pretty big award at her job, and she didn't tell me. What a bitch.
Oh no, my universal remote that I use to fast forward through life events is fast forwarding through all life events, but I want to have sex with my wife.
Yeah.
Christopher Walken, can you please help me? I'm Adam Sandler and click.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Last Friday, she said she had to work late, and it was really and it was cool. I didn't ask. Today, I found out that she was really at a dinner where she was celebrated for this award. She invited some of her friends and her mom and brothers. I ran into her brother at the store today, and he mentioned the dinner and said that he was sorry I couldn't make it. I asked what he meant, and he said the dinner, how I wasn't able to go because I was sick. I asked him to explain the whole thing to me, so now he knows too. What am I supposed to do? Is she punishing me or something? Do I tell her that I know? Why wouldn't she tell me? I don't think she'd take it this far, and now I'm thinking she's being petty. Does anyone have experience here? I love my wife and I'd do anything for her. I want to talk to her, but I'm so confused.
Speak to her, but well, she might not speak to him, I guess, is what he's worried about.
Edit. Wow, a lot of comments.
I bet this one got a lot of comments.
A couple of people are asking about the exes. I have close contact with 3 of my exes. My previous wife calls me when she needs to talk. Her and her husband don't get along. I have 2 ex-girlfriends who I am still friends with, and I was friends with them when I met my wife now. My wife doesn't like them because she says that they cross boundaries, but honest to God, they are just friendly and we ended in good terms. It's nothing serious and I just don't want to give my friends up. Edit 2, you were right. Tried to talk to her last night. It didn't go well. I'll update later when I can get my thoughts together. And that's it. That's the end of the post. There's no more edits.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sarah,
dude.
have you ever experienced that? Have you ever experienced that where your partner just wants to talk to you about stuff and you're like, no? And
you're like, well, nag. Listen, I mean, okay. I want to try and empathize a little bit. Obviously, this guy's a piece of shit, so don't go in the comments.
No, he's obviously an asshole.
Sarah, how dare you defend this guy? I'm not defending him. I'm trying to empathize with how someone might think this way, and then I'm going
end up in this situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Great. We all got it? Awesome. Now listen to what I say.
Yes.
What my words are.
Yeah.
All right. Listen to the whole thing before you
read my
comment.
fucking lips. Yeah.
I can understand someone telling you everything that you're doing wrong can get frustrating, right?
No, yeah.
The immediate response shouldn't be, let's get a divorce and move out of my house.
You get your fucking shit
own this
and
house.
get out of my house if you dare make me seem like an asshole.
It like betrays a level of thinking of your wife as like an object that you own or like and it's a nuanced thing that I think a lot of men don't understand because I've read a lot of Reddit stories today and a lot of the problems are exactly this where a man and a woman are in a relationship. There are problems.
Yeah.
And the man is upset at the woman for not giving him some sort of service like cooking dinner, having sex with him, talking to him, whatever. And I'm not saying that those things are like a service, like he wants to pay pay her with letting her be my wife, and then she gives me these services. But men are like, what the fuck? Why won't my wife do these wifely duties when there's a problem in our relationship I refuse to address?
Yeah.
It implies that you think that you're entitled to those things.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like,
yeah.
I am consistently really shocked that men are in these relationships and they're viewing their wives as like not people with agency. Like she can just decide to not like you anymore.
Yeah.
Why are you acting in an extremely unlikable way? Like you never have even thought that your actions and the way you say words might matter and like you just are just acting in a way that is fully like reprehensible if you did that to a stranger, but because it's your wife, it's cool
somehow. Yeah,
and she should just get over it because she's your wife.
Yeah,
like why would I ever agree with you as a woman? And I think that's where the disconnect comes. It's like, I'm not misogynist. I don't slap women on the ass. I don't call them whores and bitches and sluts and stuff. I don't call my wife that. I'm not a literal 1950s misogynist.
Yeah.
But you are, because you're thinking, oh, my wife at any point will never leave me.
Yeah, she
has to deal with me because she's my wife.
Yeah, which involves we shouldn't ever talk about any problems because if it's only about me.
Yeah. I get to have all of my emotions. My wife's not being a good wife because my emotions aren't being catered to.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
It's like, do you know what women have to do in these relationships? She's constantly thinking, oh, is he going to get mad at what I say? Oh, is he going to, how is he going to take this? Oh, is he going to, if I bring this problem up, is he going to actually want to talk about it?
So yeah, she's forced to be in a position where she's only allowed to say, oh, that's cool. Yeah. I'm going to put on the TV now.
I'm sad. I heard all this and that sucks for him, but I'm sad for her.
Yeah, she's she's the biggest victim in this. Yeah.
She doesn't have a man that she can share her life with.
Yeah.
Because you fucked up that bad.
Yeah, you literally decided against.
And your response is she punishing me?
Okay, wait, 8 years. I'm sorry, I'm just going to double check real quick.
Yeah, the math is ass. You're a 46-year-old man.
So yeah, that would have been 23 and 38. So
yeah, I mean obviously, but yeah. That's obvious.
Jesus.
We say that and we get all the wrong types of comments.
I know, yeah, but Jesus.
But it's amazing to me that the way it's what do you expect her to do?
Yeah.
Just be a robot and not have any problems ever? She's a human being.
Yeah, if you're gonna get I guess that's crazy to me.
This is what you wanted. You wanted her to just say, okay, wow, cool.
You wanted a young woman to do all the stuff for you, and then you didn't realize that with every generation, the younger women are actually getting a little bit more they're a little bit more aware, a little bit more understanding of what they want, and they're not going to compromise on it.
That they just deserve,
and that they know they deserve freedom and the ability to do whatever they want
without constantly worrying, how's my husband going to take it?
Exactly.
Which, I mean, it's weird. It sucks because at some level, it's nice to I'm going out with my friends and we're going to go out to dinner. Oh, maybe I should text my boyfriend, tell him where I am.
Yeah.
I get that. There's always that level at in a relationship. I've done that before. I've even been, one time I was in I was taking an art class.
Oh, yeah.
And we had a male professor that was kind of similar to my age. He was kind of young. And me and my friend were going to go out for tacos. And I was like, oh, is it cool if I invite my boyfriend to my friend? Because she had never met you.
Oh, yeah. I remember this.
And even if people have met you, I usually ask.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to just be like, I'm bringing my boyfriend, because that's kind of rude. And I was just kind of trying to be polite. I don't know. And she was like, yeah. I was like, okay, let me text him and see if it's okay. And the male professor comes over and is like, yeah, I always ask my partner if I'm allowed to go out to dinner. And I was like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I don't know who you are.
You're my teacher.
Back the fuck up, dude. I don't know. You expect me just because you are a fucking professor at a community college to have some sort of authority over me? We're the same age, dog. Chill out. Back up. And my friend was younger, so she was like, what? Because everyone was scared of that guy, and I just fucking saw through his bullshit. You're just a dude. You're just a fucking dude idiot that's good at illustrating.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus, that's wild. Get out of my business, guy.
Yeah, get off my fucking dick, man.
Yeah.
So there's always that level, but to fully be I don't want to hear you talk ever.
Yeah.
It's done.
It's over. Yeah.
You're done.
I'd start looking for an exit plan. Yeah.
Yeah. The difference is respect.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you respect your wife? No, you don't, because you don't want to hear what she has to say. Now you do, but you wanted her to work perfectly with you for the rest of your life. You wanted someone to attach to you to create a whole being. You never looked at her as her own individual being.
And you decided, so your wife was telling you, hey, I don't like the way you do X, Y, Z, whatever it happens to be.
Didn't think, oh, let's compromise. You were like, no, shut up.
Yeah, and get out of my way and don't talk to me ever again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's a way to bring up issues with people, and I'm willing, and and when you hear critique about something you're doing, shouldn't you be open to critique a little bit? Don't you want to better yourself as a person?
Yeah, right.
Or do you want to stagnate?
That's why, when you're dating people, you should see how they respond to critique. Because if they don't do it well, are they going to respond well to you being like, oh, hey, honey, next time can you put the spices up on this thing, on the spice rack when you take them down? Or are they going to turn around and be like, so what, you don't want to be with me anymore, huh? Because that's the rest of your life with that person.
Yeah. But no, don't try and better yourself, people. Just,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Be open to criticism and don't silence people that are trying to help you and want to be with you and they married you for a reason.
I just don't know where this mentality comes from. Because we've been together for 5 years.
Yeah.
And we've been through rough patches too.
Yeah.
And but we always come together and try to figure it out. And the more that we do that, the happier I am. Like things still come up, but now I feel like we've always been a pretty dope ass team. But like I feel like we've gotten a lot better at it and things have gotten like awesome. And I'm just like, I have the privilege of being in this relationship and looking at other people's relationships where this does not play out. And I'm like, why wouldn't you want this though? Why would you willingly stay there?
Yeah. Damn.
But it's because people don't know that this exists.
Yeah.
And that's crazy to me.
That's pretty wild, yeah.
Yeah, you deserve
Everyone
to
deserves
have a husband that will actually
or a partner in general.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter, husband, wife,
Yeah.
Your significant other should care about you.
You should be proud of inviting him to your award dinner at your job.
And
It's a significantly sad story.
It's sad, yeah. I'm sorry.
It is really funny.
Written, but there's a sadness to its core, yeah.
This is one of my favorite little short stories of literature. It's just men being like, and then my wife went and then just fucked some other dude. It's like, and you're putting this on the internet for me? Oh.
For me specifically, yeah.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, glorious day. I get to read about Steve's
I wanna
wife
live again.
Yeah, that's literally it. I don't know why these are so fucking awesome. I love these.
Solved it.
Solved it.
Awesome. Okay. All right.
Oh God. R/relationships. Let's go.
Ooh.
I, a 37 male, accidentally got into bed with my 64 male father-in-law.
Okay. So, okay, all right.
My father-in-law is staying with us for a few days. We gave him our room while he's here. It's bigger and we just felt it's the right thing to do. Last night he went to bed and my wife and I were downstairs watching TV and drinking. She went up a while later too and I said I'd be up soon. I was getting pretty tipsy at this point.
Don't like where this is going.
As I went upstairs, sleepiness and my tipsy state meant that I forgot my father-in-law was in our room. I entered the room and got naked, which is how I sleep.
Okay, off topic, I just don't understand why people sleep. I mean, I get it.
I used to do it as a teen.
I have sensory
Josh needs
issue.
to be fully clothed head to toe.
I need to wear like the Kenny outfit
He's
from South
wearing
Park.
like a full-on three-piece suit every night when he goes to sleep.
It comforts me.
The only way that he can go to sleep.
Okay, but all right.
Okay. I saw a figure curled up in bed and got next to it, wrapped my arms around what I thought was my wife.
Oh my God, no.
Wrapped my arms around what I thought was my wife to see if she was up to sex. You rolled like
relationship. You fucked up. This should be today. I fucked up by almost fucking my dad-in-law.
You rolled like a nat one.
Yeah.
There's
multiple nat ones in this scenario.
This
is my
the
God.
worst situation that could have happened. He's a light sleeper. God, that sucks. That he's a light sleeper. You know what I mean? He's a light sleeper and turned around immediately saying, "Chris?" Oh my fucking God. I jumped out and fell to the floor.
Man, this is really giving me like alcohol bad.
It was dark, and for some reason I decided to get dressed there rather than just run to the guest room where my wife was. I stumbled over my clothes and somehow got them back on. By this time, he'd gotten the table lamp on and was just looking at me with a what the fuck expression. I said sorry and went to my wife. I didn't wake her. I just got up this morning and I'm typing this in bed with a massive hangover and a father-in-law who I tried to spoon, probably talking shit about me to my wife downstairs. I have to go downstairs at some point. Any idea what to do or how to address it? Too long didn't read, was drunk and got into bed with my father-in-law. Now I'm embarrassed as fuck. There's only one answer to this. Try to fuck your mother-in-law.
You gotta equalize it now. Yeah, you gotta, yeah.
If friends told me one thing, actually, it's that clapping is fun, but then also that you have to look at everyone's private parts when you see one person's private parts to make it even.
I'm in shock right now, dude. You almost fucked your father-in-law.
I mean, obviously this man's intentions weren't to have sex with his father-in-law. And his father-in-law's intentions were obviously not to have sex with his son-in-law.
Yeah.
So that was never on the table. This was just an awkward encounter.
I know. I just. Oh my god, dude.
You just got.
You're a little tipsy and you can't even remember.
He was definitely more than a little tipsy.
Yeah, no fucking way.
But also, like, I'm an idiot. You know, I feel like I could have.
I just think, okay.
Yeah, are you kidding? One time I got so high before going to bed that you had gone to the mail, and this was like 2 a.m. Honestly, you shouldn't have gone to the mail at 2 a.m. But you had gone to and then you came back, and then you closed the door. I registered that you came back in my brain.
Yeah.
Then you went to the other bathroom.
Yeah, because I needed to use the restroom, and
and you used the restroom, and I was sitting on the toilet for like 30 minutes because I was high as fuck watching TikToks, and I forgot that you came back at all, and I realized that I had been sitting there for 30 minutes, and I was like, Josh got in trouble. So I got up and I like put on pants to get ready to go outside to look for you while I was high as fuck. So I was like, no, I'm high and Josh is in trouble.
Yeah.
Because like, what happened to Josh? What if someone like fucking stabbed him or something? I don't know. On the like 10-minute walk to our, to our fucking mailbox. So I got my full on, and then you came out after pissing, and you were like, "What's up?" And I was like, "Oh my god,
nothing's wrong here. I'm going to sleep."
Like, you know, sometimes you just are a little, yeah.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
It's
to me.
fucking crazy.
You just get fully naked and then immediately spoon who you thought was gonna be. Oh man, I just can't get this. Oh god, Jesus!
You gotta joke about it.
I have to.
This is the reason. This is the entire reason that comedy exists. I'm trying to impress upon you. This is the reason that we need creative people in this world, is for when you nakedly spoon your father-in-law.
Someone needs to tell the story.
You need to know a story circle. You need to know how, save the cat. You need to know this shit. So you can go downstairs and create a wonderful narrative about how you really wanted to fuck your father-in-law last night. And really go deep in there with the jokes.
Yeah, what's the having changed?
You need to be punny.
Yeah.
You need to be witty. You can't grow up and not have fun. You have to do these things. The world will make you not want to have fun. You need to do it, because what if someday you get so drunk, you strip off all your clothes and you try to fuck your father-in-law? What will you do then?
Send your
write a research paper? No, you have to go downstairs and you got to start telling jokes like it's your fucking job, like it's your job, and this is how you put food on the table for you and your beautiful
beautiful
wife.
Tight 5 at the fucking Laugh Factory. You better fucking.
This is Conan. You're going out. You need a tight 5 for you. Got to woo the audience, or your career is dead. You're never gonna get this chance again.
Your wife's leaving you. You're not even gonna be able to fuck her dad.
You're not even gonna be able to fuck her dad.
You're not even gonna be able to fuck her dad. That's like.
That's the real brass ring. That's the prize.
See, yeah, that's the real having changed, is when you fuck her dad. That's just crazy. I can't.
You have to.
We gotta make alcohol illegal.
You can't put all your points in the strength. You have to also put it in intelligence and charisma.
Yeah. I don't even know how to solve it, I guess. Don't do that.
So don't fucking do that.
Don't
is
do
the
that.
answer.
Yeah.
Well, A, don't do that. And then if A goes wrong,
yeah.
B, tell a lot of jokes about it.
Yeah, I knew exactly where it was going to. Like, you just sometimes you get that pit in your stomach of like, oh,
then it kept getting worse.
Yeah, just kept getting worse.
You had to try to initiate sex with your wife.
Like, okay, because you're also completely naked. Like, were you guys touching? Like, how much of the cuddle?
Yeah, you get dick on.
Yeah,
on
where's your Okay, next story. Moving on. I don't want to think about this. I don't want to think about this anymore.
What? I mean, this will never happen to you. Because my dad's dead.
All right. Okay, next story.
Okay.
I'm just 1,000 yards staring right now. I think, okay. Am I the asshole?
Spooning my dead dad, the corpse of my father.
Grave digging.
Dude, and then he turns over and he's like, Josh? And you're like, what?
How do you know who I am?
How are you talking? Dead should stay dead.
Yeah. Okay. Let's all reset. Let's all vibe for a second. Reset. Fuck it. We're doing this one.
All right.
You know what? No, actually,
this show is so good. Why would I ever stop doing Reddit stories? These are great, man. Some of these are so fucking stupid, but just they're so good. What is it about Reddit?
I get it. There's a hook to it. I
really like doing this. Yeah. Sometimes I think other Reddit podcasts don't like it as much.
I think we're the best ones at it.
Because we like doing this stupid content. I will put
myself in the mud. Yeah. Am I the asshole for eating the food in my coworker's fridge?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
My coworker, 32 female, asked me, 28 female, to dog sit for her for the weekend while she and her husband spent a weekend away. They paid me $150 and I left just this morning. I've been there since Thursday. While I was there, I ate some of their food. They didn't have much in their fridge, but they had a few packs of frozen vegetables that you can microwave. There was a total of 8 of them, and the 3 days I were there, I ate 3. My coworker just texted me and asked if I ate their food. I said yes. She kind of started going off on me about how she was saving that food for her lunches and etc. She also asked me to pay her $50 back since she paid me extra so I could order food instead of eating hers. I feel like this is so ridiculous. I told her I would just buy her some frozen vegetables and she said to forget it and sent me her Venmo information. I see her every day at work. Is it worth it for $50? Am I the asshole for eating her food while I was dog sitting for her? Would I be the asshole if I don't pay her back? Edit, while I was there, I didn't eat anything else. I don't eat breakfast and I supplement my lunches with a protein shake. I just had her vegetables.
I mean, take this as a lesson that your friend is trying to pay you less than what you need to be paid. Pay her the $50 just to be over with it so she can shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And you at least look like a good person.
Yeah, because
that made a mistake.
If that $50 was supposed to be for 3 days.
No, that's
unless
stupid.
you brought your own, like you went to the grocery store and you're cooking food at that point. But it seems like she wasn't expecting that. Yeah.
Anything. Well, but also really fully take this as a lesson to ask.
Yeah, because like
first.
That's the thing. Okay, so in the comments, people were getting like very semantic-y about it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Or they were like, well, you should get the $100, but that $50 you might as well just give back because you didn't use it to order food.
No, $150 for
3 days of dog sitting
is like, that's what I would expect is the payment. If she didn't tell you that the $50 is for food, if she told you the $50 is for food, you didn't use the $50, you ate her food, and then she's asking for the $50 back, and you're like, what the fuck? Yeah, you're an asshole.
Yeah, but that doesn't seem like the case. It seems like you were paid $150 to do a job.
To herself, she was saying $50 is for food, $100 is for 3 days.
So $33 a day of dog sitting?
That's what I'm saying. That's insane.
Yeah. That's pretty bad, actually. Yeah,
she's just underpaying you.
Yeah, your coworker doesn't care about...
And she couldn't afford dog sitting care.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have done whatever it was that she did the 3 days.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I'm just like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe the only thing you could have done was ask to get the frozen vegetables.
Yeah.
And you also offered after the fact to get
Buy
the frozen
vegetables.
Yeah.
That's why I don't really think you're an asshole. I think you have to pay the asshole tax because your friend is an asshole. You have to pay $50 so that she can't fucking complain about it to anyone because she is your coworker.
And she's gonna. There's a possibility to spread like gossip or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and it could harm your like working life. So pay her the $50, get her to shut up, and then just never speak to her ever again.
Yeah.
She's a dick.
Because if she's gonna get this upset about like, listen, $50 is a lot of money. I'm not gonna say it isn't.
No,
but
it definitely is.
Fucking like.
But you did a favor for her.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And she won't even accept you. Like being like, oh, oops, sorry, I'll buy more vegetables.
Yeah, especially when the vegetables would be like $8 probably.
Yeah.
Like
she also probably needs that $50 if she's demanding it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Like if you're that uptight about money, you probably need it. So just give it to her and fucking move on.
But I don't think you're an asshole.
No. And then the next time she's like, oh, can you watch my dogs? Be like, no.
No, because you're gonna get mad at me if I like move something 2 inches to the left.
Yeah, fuck off. Yeah.
God, solved it. That was a simple one,
Yeah,
I'm saving my crazier ones. I think
with stuff like that, it's like it's a business thing. Like if I ran a business of watching people's dogs, I agreed to watch someone's dogs for $150 for 3 days.
Yeah,
and then I didn't clarify that I could eat any food in their house, and then I did, and they got upset at me and wanted $50 back. How do I create a good customer service experience? I pay them the $50. I say, okay, sorry, that will never happen again. And then I never take them on as a client ever again.
Exactly. Yeah. That's completely fair. Yeah. Like if you're working on Rover or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. You're a nightmare.
Yeah.
You're a nightmare client. Yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah. Damn. I just, fucking.
Yeah. When it's like business shit like that, I mean, obviously she's a friend, so it sucks that she's treating it like you're scamming her out somehow, of money.
Yeah.
When really it's like,
nah, dude.
Dude.
Yeah.
You're doing a solid for her, honestly.
Yeah, and she's getting angry about it. Yeah. God, that's crazy. Solved it though.
Solved it. And honestly, if she went on Rover, it'd probably be way more than that.
Would have been much more expensive. I tried doing Rover once, and I just never really signed up for it and never did it.
I almost got scammed.
Dude, fucking a lot of scams on those like websites too, so I don't blame you.
Am I the asshole for letting my kids disturb my husband during an important work meeting after he said he would handle them for a day to prove how easy my job is?
I saw this title, I didn't read it, but I'm happy you picked this one. Yeah.
This one's good. I'm 31 female and my husband is 36 male. We have 2 boys, a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old. My husband works in an office and he has the option to work a few days a week from home, but he prefers not to because he says it's easier to focus in the office. I run a small business from home. I don't have a lot of daily work, but just some emails and planning, maybe like 3 hours a day. But the business does make about 1/3 of our household income.
Oh, shit. Nice.
Dude, you're balling, dude.
I wish I could do a 1/3 of the work than to get 1/3 of the, yeah, good living.
Good living. But my younger son is home all day, and just dealing with him takes a lot of energy.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's really high energy and will probably wreck something if you leave him alone for an hour. And then the older one comes home at 3, and both of them are with me until 8 or 9, which is when my husband usually comes home. A few days ago, I was really tired and I didn't make dinner. When my husband came home, I asked him if we could just order something. He was also tired and we were both short-tempered, so we ended up snapping at each other. He said I should have at least ordered before he got home and he was hungry. I said I forgot and it's not fair that food is always my problem. He said that I'm home all day and I even admit I don't have much work to do, so I'm basically a stay-at-home mom and should at least take care of dinner.
Well, I mean, being a stay-at-home mom, you're still doing a lot of work. Especially if you're keeping an eye on the younger kid.
I can't believe this misconception is continued that stay-at-home moms don't do anything.
No, they do work, yeah.
Yeah. I said that he has no idea how much I do every day, and he said he'd handle the kids for an entire day while also working from home just to prove it should be easy for me. I said, sure.
Big mistake.
Big mistake.
Yeah.
I said, sure. So he made the arrangements to work from home yesterday. I slept in, and when I woke up, he was already frazzled from getting the older one ready for school. He ended up having to cancel a meeting to make breakfast and was worried about that. Then when we took another meeting later on, the boys went out to play in the yard and got super muddy and left footprints all over the house, which he then had to mop, and I didn't help at all. By this point, I did feel sort of guilty because it was definitely harder for him to take care of work at the same time, but all I wanted was an apology. He said he was doing this to show that I do nothing all day.
Yeah.
And if he just admitted he was wrong, I would have helped out straight away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, yeah.
Later on, he had another meeting and he told the boys not to bother him for an hour. But about 20 minutes in, they got in an argument about something, and our younger one went into my husband's room to complain.
Oh,
he was cute. It is cute. He was really loud, and my husband's video was also on. Then he told the kid to leave him alone, but he was upset and crying and wasn't listening. After a few minutes, my husband went back to the meeting and apologized to the other people. When it was finished, he was really angry at me. He said I could see what was happening, and I just watched him struggle without helping. Like you said you would.
Yeah.
I said all you had to say was, please help. He said I shouldn't be so petty and prideful. This probably made him look a bit stupid in front of his manager, but it was only a few minutes, and I don't think it was the huge deal. It was the huge deal he made it out to be.
No, I don't think so either. Shit happens when you work from home. I get it.
You know, and this too, I was thinking about this through COVID.
Yeah.
I remember people realizing like all the moms I work with are dealing with their kids and all of the dads are not.
Yeah, that's the thing that happened with COVID too, is that once married couples were forced to be together 24/7, marriages started falling apart. And like,
because it was either you realize you don't like your partner and you guys are,
or B, you realize, oh, I'm doing a lot more work than I thought I was.
And now I have to work and do like childcare.
Yeah.
Like if we were both, it's a disabling event. If we were both forced to work from home, who would be doing all the child work and why? It really exposed a lot of men's like misogynistic tendencies.
Oh, for sure.
That's not to say that no dads.
Oh, no, I think there's plenty of good dads out there.
There's hella great dads, but like it's just I only ever saw women in my job. I worked with a lot of mothers though, but they were always constantly taking care of the kids, like literally all day.
Yeah,
and it was just so prevalent that everyone was like, "Why?
Yeah,
wait a minute, yeah, why?
What the fuck? Yeah,
what the fuck?
That's the thing. Yeah, like fucking obviously not the asshole because you guys made a bet.
Yeah, no.
Basically, if
then he got mad at you for doing the bet that he made up.
Yeah, that he was like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna kick your ass. And then the second that things got bad, it's like this is your fucking fault, woman.
Prideful and petty.
Yeah, prideful and petty is such
Are you
projection.
A priest?
Yeah,
like who cares if she's prideful?
Yeah, it's a sin, Sarah.
So
also a sin not taking care of the kid for me when I need big meetings.
I need big meeting at
That's
job.
Crazy, man.
Yeah,
no fucking shit. Like, and also, like you're a stay-at-home mom plus you are running a business. Like, I would say, like, like in our business, like it's a lot easier work than like anything I've ever done before.
Yeah, if I had to go to a full-time job, it would be way more work than what we do.
But like, or having a kid, I guess, like, and working from home still and doing all this, it would still be difficult.
I wouldn't be able to manage it for sure.
No, neither would I. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Jesus, man. So I don't know. Yeah, your wife has, at least 2 jobs, stay-at-home mom and, doing this.
Yeah.
And still able to bring in a third of the income, which is great,
Also, like, even if she is a stay-at-home mom or whatever, and you expect her to do dinner, whatever, she just fucking doesn't want to sometimes.
Yeah.
I think that's okay.
Yeah, I think it's okay to not make dinner or, like, order out. And also, like, I guess, like, when he said, like, why didn't you order it earlier? Like, you weren't home, dude. Like, I mean, you could have, I guess, texted, like, what do you want from XYZ, but...
Yeah, but then, she's right,
That's still putting the onus on her.
Yeah, the mental labor. Like, she has to plan everything.
Yeah.
And then now he can't understand that the mental load of planning and doing everything is also work.
Maybe if she just stopped telling him everything wrong with him. And then they could, maybe just stop talking to each other, actually. And,
I really am fascinated with how men think like this. Like... just the lack of self-awareness completely.
Yeah.
Like, A, okay, your wife won't talk to you. How do you fix it? And then B, it's, hey, you don't do anything. You do nothing all day, which is what he told her. And I'm proving to you that you do nothing by doing everything in the house. Why won't you help me?
Yeah, it's the contradictions. Yeah,
you don't
like
even
the
know
mental
what you're
gymnastics.
Fucking, like, no wonder women think men are dumb. If you say that shit next to each other, you sound
like a fucking
not
moron.
educated.
Yeah.
You sound stupid.
God, that's so funny.
Because they contradict.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would I think that you're a smart person?
If you're acting like this.
Yes. It's not, you're not
so
acting
funny.
very smart. I'm sorry.
But why didn't you help me, though?
Why didn't you help? But you also do nothing.
You do fucking nothing, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like, when someone is speaking in these, like, broad, you do nothing.
Yeah,
nothing you do is good enough. It's emotional.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Solved it. I got. Oh,
Do
yeah.
it
Do it
again.
again. Yeah. Nice. Hell
Do it again.
yeah.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
We're becoming facsimiles of ourselves. Am I the asshole for deleting my girlfriend's
Yes.
Sims save files?
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
Let me just say that again. Hold on.
Yeah, sure. Go
Am I
ahead.
the asshole for deleting my girlfriend's Sims save files?
Yes. Yes, you are.
Oh, hold on. Let's hear him out. Let's just start by saying that I, 24 male, love my girlfriend, Elysia, 20 female, very much. She's a super hardworking girl, and she spends a lot of her time on classes trying to get the highest grades possible for applying to nursing school in the near future.
That's nice.
When she's not doing that, she's doing chores or cutting down on her ever-growing to-do list. And when she's not doing that, she's spending 2 hours a day playing The Sims, amateur. This is where
that's
the
actually
problem.
a pretty good amount of hours.
Gaming, yeah.
I don't think I've ever played The Sims for only 2 hours.
I've never. If I do a gaming day, I'm not doing just 2 hours.
Nah, it's all day. Yeah.
This is where the problem comes in.
Okay.
After all the stuff she does, Elysia doesn't have as much time to spend with me as she could. She's a perfectionist too, so when she's doing the more serious stuff like school, she puts in more effort than necessary, which is time consuming. It really got to me that even knowing this, she'll spend so much time on The Sims. It's something frivolous she's doing when we already only get so little time together.
Okay.
She's also an adult, so essentially playing digital dolls almost every day is kind of something she ought to grow out of by now.
Go fuck yourself.
I decided to step in and have her cut back on this. I obviously didn't delete the whole game, but I figured deleting the little save files she was working on would deter her from spending so much time on it. That decision backfired tremendously. I did not expect that to happen.
Wow.
When she logged on to her game, she thought there was some glitch going on and kept restarting until I explained to her that I removed the saves.
That's actually really sad.
She absolutely flipped out on me, saying she'd been playing in that save file since like 2017, and I had ruined years of game progress.
Jesus.
Parentheses. Sims isn't even a gold game? Question mark?
Gold game? What is that? Like a AAA?
I get, or like no, gold. GOALED. There's no goals.
Oh. Yeah, there are. They actually specifically have life goals in The Sims.
Yeah, I've seen so many people do like the generations challenges where you have like 20 generations marathon.
Have you never played The Sims?
No, apparently not.
What the fuck? Okay.
She absolutely flipped out on me, saying she'd been playing in that save file since like 2017, and I had ruined years of game progress.
Yeah.
Parentheses, Sims isn't even a gold game. I told her she was overreacting because she still has the game, and she could just remake her same little characters if it mattered so much. But it doesn't need to, and maybe now she can focus on more adult interests like loved ones. Basically, she left immediately, saying she was so stupid to leave her gaming laptop at my place, and now she won't answer my calls. I know that this is a total overreaction, but I started to feel a little bad once I realized it may not be as easy to redo her characters as I initially thought. So, am I the asshole for deleting my girlfriend's Sim saves?
Yeah. And, like, You know the like misogynistic dudes that are like, flip the genders. Would you say it? Yes.
Yeah, I think if anyone deleted, like if you deleted my Helldiver save or something,
You're
or
an
like,
asshole.
yeah,
At the very least, you're an asshole.
or like my account to log into like anything. Yeah,
You know, it used to be the like, my boyfriend plays video games all day. We had the same response. Like, yeah, the video games are not the problem. It's that you want to spend more time with your boyfriend. Talk to him.
yeah. Why didn't you just talk to her and ask her for more time?
We've read many. We've now been doing this for years. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
We've grown
past
old and
couple of
decrepit.
years,
Yeah.
We've read stories where it's like, and then I took the PS5 and then I threw it in the ocean, and it's like, you're a fucking asshole.
You're an asshole for doing that. Yeah.
You took his
should've
you damaged his property.
Yeah. When you got your cat to piss on all the stuff.
Yes.
Or when you pissed on it to make it seem like it was the cat. Yeah, you're an asshole. Yeah.
You're an asshole.
Forgot about that one.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, obviously it's not the game that's a problem. It's that you want more attention and want
this
from
shit into your own hands. You took the agency away from your partner, and instead of speaking to them as if they were an adult
with agency and the ability to listen to you,
you took their shit away from them like they were a child.
Yeah.
To get them to pay attention to you.
Which is fucking wild.
And this one is especially, he's talking to her as if she's a child.
Yeah, like the idea that The Sims is like a dollhouse game, or like she ought to grow out of video gaming by now. That's crazy.
Yeah, you're just a weirdo, man.
Yeah,
And good luck finding another girlfriend, because
like,
she's breaking up with you.
she's gone. If you can't take a hint, I guess.
Sorry, dude.
That's crazy, because like she's working her out. Also, like the idea that like she's a perfectionist and that's why it takes so long for her to do like schoolwork.
Maybe the schoolwork.
She's a nursing student.
Yeah, like you're. I don't think you could be a nursing student, dude. I don't think you know what they have to do. It's very rigorous.
Yeah, actually, I would prefer my nursing students focus on the ability to nurse, because if I go to a doctor, if I need to go to a doctor tomorrow, I want them to be educated and in the know of what's going on.
And also, she does deserve downtime. Even she's this busy.
Even 2 hours of The Sims.
A day. It's not that
Everyone
long.
should have a little bit of fucking time to relax just by themselves. Yeah.
Even if you're like, my boyfriend plays too much PS5 or whatever, he does deserve to have downtime and do that
I think,
shit.
why can't you join in on the hobby? Like, if there's like gaming, if she's gaming on her laptop, why isn't there like parallel play? Why aren't you gaming?
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can both play like single player games together and just like sometimes chat about it, you know?
Yeah. Or do like I don't know. Start a game.
Which I mean, you're not gonna talk to her anymore, but like,
she's gone.
She's out.
Forget about her.
Forget about her.
She's done.
She's gonna find someone better.
Yeah.
And you are gonna have to make do. You're gonna
you're gonna have to go and find
you're gonna
a girlfriend.
have to find yourself first before you even have any hope of finding someone else. Or
real, you're gonna have to find someone that will put up with you just breaking into their laptop and deleting all their shit when you don't like something that
this is a good lesson, everybody. Always log out of your laptops, even if you're always sign out. Never let anyone near your stuff.
Windows lock,
all right.
L.
Use a password that no one else knows.
Yes, always password protect your shit.
Password protect, fingerprint protect.
Yes,
you deserve privacy.
You do,
and
even in a relationship,
in a relationship, you deserve privacy. Don't fucking go through my computer.
I never would.
Stay away from the green machine, you fuck.
The green machine?
Because it's green.
It is green. You call it the green machine?
I just called it that now. I never called it beforehand. I've never called it beforehand.
I would never go through your shit without telling you I'm gonna go through your shit or asking you I'm gonna go through your shit.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Don't look at all my porn.
Oh, shock and awe. A man has porn on his computer.
Stop the presses. This news needs to go out tomorrow. God. Okay. Solved it though.
Solved it.
Yeah.
What? I'm gonna go and find another man who doesn't have porn on his computer? Yeah, okay. Let me find a needle in a fucking haystack.
That's fair. I'm ready for this next one.
Okay, great. Am I the asshole for not letting a friend sell her concert ticket?
Ooh.
So I've been wanting to go to this concert for years, and tickets are impossible to get. You know which tour I'm talking about. No, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about. but I was lucky enough to get a pre-sale code, and so I was able to get myself a ticket. Talking about it with a friend, she tells me that she also wants to go, and if I get 2 tickets, she will pay me back for one of them, and we can go together. I was like, sure, fine, sounds like a plan.
Yeah, that's fair so far.
Pre-sale happens, and I buy 2 tickets for the both of us. Friend is in a shitty financial situation, which I knew already, but she says that she will give me the money whenever she can. Eventually, after 4 to 5 months, she paid me back the last rate, and all seemed good. Now it turns out that she doesn't want to go to the concert anymore after displaying endless excitement over going and planning a bunch of things to get ready for it together. I was like, okay, no worries, I'll send you back the money you paid for it, and I'll give it to a friend that can come with me. But of course, this ticket is worth thousands of dollars, so she's like, hell no, I'm going to sell it for 10 times more what it costs.
So you're trying to get in on the
Which would mean that since the seats are next to each other, she doesn't care that I would be going to the concert alone, or rather with a complete stranger.
Yeah, that's weird.
A concert that I've been looking forward to for years for the sake of money. At this point, not only do I feel completely betrayed as a friend, but I'm starting to think this was her intention all along.
Yeah, it feels like you're being used to try and get on the resale market.
Yeah.
For like Olivia Rodrigo or something. Like, or Chapel Roan.
Yeah. At this point, not only do I feel completely betrayed as a friend, but I'm starting to think this was her intention all along to convince me to get her a ticket just so she could sell it and make a shit ton of money off of it. Now, I have both tickets in my own account and both have my name on it. I explained to her all of this and sent her back all the money she gave me for the ticket immediately. Am I the asshole?
No, not at all.
No, dude, because they're in your name.
Yeah, you get to have the final say because you're the one that's getting fucked right now too.
Because like, someone was like, she tried to use you as a bank.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like a stock market, basically, expecting that this $1,000 ticket. Maybe it's like a Taylor Swift concert too, or something. Like I know
she was on.
She's probably gonna go on another tour eventually, but like,
yeah,
this has been like a couple months, yeah. But like, yeah, because like it might be like even like Chapel Roan too, because I was looking at it, resale tickets are like $400 near us.
Really?
Yeah,
I would go.
it would be $1,000 for both of us to go
But it's Chapel Roan.
to St. Pete.
We could drive there.
We don't have the money for this right now, Sarah.
Pay us $1,000 so we can go to Chapel Roan. Send all our best content to Chapel Roan so she can send us a VIP ticket. Get APWSTR to Chapel Roan.
Yeah. No. So okay. Yeah. Like you're literally being used as like a speculative trader.
Yeah.
So
if
like,
she really wanted to do this, she should have told you, hey, I want a ticket so I can resell it. Can you buy one for me?
Genuinely,
I'll pay you back the upfront cost, and then you get like 10% of whatever profit I make.
Yeah, if that's like what you think is like, yeah.
So buy one on the opposite end.
Yeah.
One for where you want to go.
I think you also wouldn't be allowed to do that.
Really?
I think they've gotten smart about that.
That makes
where
sense.
Like you can only buy like tickets next to each other.
Wow.
Maybe that's maybe
crazy.
it's per each. Yeah, but I'm curious. I wonder. Maybe that's not true. I think it's not like movie theater rules. Never mind. But like, yeah,
that's a little wild.
Yeah, that's so crazy. Like,
that's what should have happened.
Yeah.
She tried to trick you, and the trickery is what cost her this money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
If she wanted to fucking gamble, like, go to a casino.
Yeah. Also, get in line yourself. Then
if you really want to like try and like,
if that was your whole plan, just go and do it.
Which is crazy because like you didn't even have the money to make that bet.
Yeah, that's
the beginning.
Wild.
Yeah, you're not the asshole.
No, you're not the asshole at all.
Also, like, fuck you if you're trying to be like a scalper.
Yeah, honestly, yes. Like, really, you shouldn't scalp things.
Yeah,
fuck that.
Like if you literally have no other source of income, fine, but like you're still kind of a dick.
Yeah, I mean, you know me, I'm all skill based. I'm like, fucking get your skills up then, nerd.
Yeah.
You don't even have the skills to scalp.
Yeah.
You don't even have scalp skills.
You don't even have day trading skills.
You don't even have coding. Code a bot.
Yeah, to buy all the tickets and then resell them. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, solved it.
You don't have the stones to get into this business.
I'll show you the horrors of this.
You gotta manipulate a friend to get into this business, you're losing.
Yeah, you're fucking, yeah. There's no friendships in money.
Oh, I'll show you the horrors?
Of speculative trading.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I thought you just meant the horrors. Like.
The incident. No. Okay.
Like an old man on a, I don't know. I just made this up in my brain. I'm tired, man.
Yeah.
Like an
this
old
is a
man.
late one. We started this recording at like 7.
I gotta get this tableau in my mind out.
Okay.
Okay. An old man in bed calling for his butler. Maurice, the horrors are upon me. Maurice, come get me, the horrors. I don't know. That's just what it was in my head.
Okay, that's fair. No, that's fair.
Just
okay.
a little scene.
Little scene from a hat. Yeah.
Charles Dickensian.
God. All right.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for not appreciating camping gear as a graduation gift?
We'll see. When you read this one to me first, I was like, are they trying to say that he's going to be homeless for having like a liberal arts degree? But I think that's just me projecting.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. For context, I have always hated camping. Since I was a child.
What? Okay.
Since I was a child, this was a well-documented fact and routinely the butt of family jokes.
Oh.
On the other hand, my mother loves to go camping, hiking, backpacking, and has trips planned almost every other weekend until September.
Yeah, no wonder you fucking hate camping. Your mom won't fucking stop camping.
She's recently expressed that she wants camping to be something that we do together after I graduate from college in a week or so. Last summer, we went on a camping trip with extended family in which I borrowed a sleeping bag and mentioned that it was comfy. When asked...
Oh, God. Oh,
yeah, bit mistake
up.
number one here.
You fucked up,
You're the
you?
Asshole. You said it was comfy one time,
Take
so everyone...
responsibility for your actions.
Jesus. When asked if I would want one in case of future trips, I said that I by no means needed one, but would be happy to have one if it went on sale or something to that effect.
Come on, man.
What started as a sleeping bag has now become that, a blow-up mattress, a tent, a backpack, including poop shovels, and various other things.
I've never been camping, so I don't know.
Neither have I,
Yeah.
Not only do I have now a bunch of camping gear, but more recently I have received the news that this gear is in fact my graduation gift. I'm not saying I don't appreciate the sentiment, nor that I don't acknowledge the money that went into getting these things. But every time my mother brings it up, I can't help but wish she had thought of something else. Not only does she know I don't care for camping, but as my mother, who I am close with, I feel overlooked and misjudged on the things I actually like.
Yeah.
I'm graduating from film school and have always especially adored photography. When I was asked a while back if I had any ideas for graduation's gifts, my first answer was a camera, as I've never had one of my own. This is the only thing that I have consistently wanted and expressed wanting for several years.
That sucks.
Yeah, this really sucks. I'm sorry to this person.
Sorry, man.
Now, my best friend has mentioned that their parents, who historically don't gift well at all and aren't the greatest in general, are giving her the camera which I have wanted for years. My mother knows this, and when I had heard, I expressed doubly that I would love to have something along those lines. I'm the first in my family to have achieved a degree, and while I wasn't even expecting any graduation gift in the first place, I do feel like the one that I'm being given is not one that is really for me. Rather, it is something which my mom got for me so that she could guilt me into staying at home longer in order to camp with her, as opposed to moving away for work.
Oh.
Even then, those camping trips that I mentioned, the ones that she has been planned through the next year, I'm not going on any of them. Instead, my mom has decided that I have promised her, never did anything of the sort, that I will stay home for the year so that I can watch the house and pets while she goes off and does her soul searching.
Oh my God.
I've been told that to get a job and move away before they are done is inconveniencing her and causing her stress. So if I want to stay in her good graces, I need to be her house sitter and wait to actually get a job until it is convenient for her.
This is actually really fucked up.
Am I the asshole for being upset about this?
So,
yeah, that was...
Wait a minute. Like, what the hell? So you're graduating, what I assume is college.
Yeah.
Because you're graduating from film school.
Yes.
So college.
Yeah, college.
You're graduating from college, and their graduation... I didn't even know that people got college graduation gifts, I'm going to be honest. I thought this was a high school graduation gift situation.
No, this is college.
And I was like, but it's shitty, but like everyone's high school graduation gifts are shitty. Like my brother got an atomic clock.
Oh, really? No,
That's what he got. He got an electronic clock.
I've heard of college graduation gifts for sure.
Really?
I think. Yeah, I feel like I've heard of that. Yeah. It sometimes happens.
Should I have gotten that from my friends? Oh, fuck.
I think for like bachelors and masters, maybe.
Yeah, my friends got their bachelors.
Oh,
well, their masters.
Oops. But yeah, okay. Okay, let's not go into an existential thread right now.
Sorry.
But okay, yeah.
Stay
on track.
Sorry. What the hell? I don't know. I guess it is shitty when you're like, I want this thing, and then people around you are like, okay, here's the other thing that's obviously something that I like. But the problem here is that she gave you camping gear. Then she was like, I'm going to go camping for a year, but you're not allowed to come with me with your new camping gear. You have to perform a service for me instead. I thought she was like, let's go camping together. And it was going to be like, I stay at home. My high school son. No, this is a severely different situation where she is just completely devaluing you as a person and using you for labor.
Yeah. Pretty fucking crazy.
Also pretty cruel to be like, here's a bunch of camping gear. You're not camping with me.
Yeah, I'm out. You're weird. Looking after the house for me, actually, and it'd be a real inconvenience if you didn't move. If you,
that's probably true. Yeah, like, she'd have to find someone to stay in her house for a year.
Yeah, but if you want to fucking
kind of her fault for going camping for a year. Yeah. You're insane.
I also looked into it too to see how much like camping gear is. You could have bought a camera.
Yeah.
Like even tents, like some tents go up to like $700.
Yeah, you could have bought a camera.
And I was like, what the camping gear is this expensive?
Yes, it is really expensive.
You could have gotten a camera for cheaper.
No, there are people that fucking go hard on that shit.
That's crazy to me, man. Yeah.
I mean, I've never camped.
If you're camping and you do it all the time, good for you. But like if you're giving this gear to someone who doesn't like
camping, you're just wasting money. Yeah. Essentially.
I guess the only thing would be like, I guess you gotta sell the gear, I guess, at that point.
Yeah, I guess you could.
Yeah. That's some of the suggestions people have been saying.
Yeah, definitely sell the gear, do whatever you want. Just be like, oops, sorry, living my own life. I'm a separate person from you, mother. And probably move away.
Yeah, move away as quickly as you can. Because, you're going to be trapped there forever, actually. And you're never going to be able to do what you want in the film industry. Because I'm assuming, okay, if you want to move out of the house, I'm assuming you're going to move to like Los Angeles or Atlanta or New York or something. Chicago, like somewhere where like filming takes place a bunch. And it's
it doesn't matter. Kansas.
Yeah.
You want to go work at a fucking store in Kansas? I don't know.
And save money to go and become a filmmaker or something. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
You know.
Whatever you got to do to make that dream happen, you're clearly going to get fucking caught in the weeds if you stay with your mom. And like,
she's not even going to be there. That's
the crazy thing. Yeah.
Like you're going to be not progressing your own life and going and meeting your life on friends
hold
for your mom to go camping for a year.
Yeah. And find herself.
Which, I mean, like, she's an adult. You are too. I mean, I don't really think kids coming immediately out of college are adults. But like,
no, yeah,
you know, you have to go and make your own way in the world. It's more important for you to do that. She's an established adult that hopefully had a job or something.
Yeah.
She should have figured out what to do before just dropping it on you that you're going to watch her dogs.
Yeah. God, that's so crazy.
She's going to leave her dogs for a year? That's weird.
I would not do that. I want my dogs with me, thank you.
Aren't you going to miss your dogs? The hell?
Nah, I gotta go camping. I'm gonna go to Europe. I'm gonna do a hostel thing, fucking.
A lot of these times, like, it's great to travel and stuff, but a lot of these people that are just traveling all the time, I am always thinking, who's taking care of your house?
That, I think that all the time too. No, genuinely. Like,
truly do.
I'm like, what, you guys are just like leaving everything behind? Like, I would not do that.
Like Instagram travel influencers?
I feel weird leaving the house for like a week.
For like a couple of hours. I'm like, I want to go home.
Hours,
and their cats, they can take care of themselves.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But like, I miss them. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, why are you so cool?
Even when we like go like to my like parents' house for like to look over the dogs or something, or like look over. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go drive back home and
like I used
check
to
on the cats.
I used to think when I was a kid I liked traveling because I could handle the airport and the airplane more than my family could. But like, I think I just like the airport.
I like infrastructure. Yeah, you're fucking.
Yeah, no, I do.
Yeah,
I do.
Nerd.
I just like it to be accessible for all people.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, it's just crazy, man.
Yeah, like that's no, you're absolutely right to feel like that. Like, and it sucks because it's a gift, so you can't really be like, you should have gotten me a better gift.
Because then everyone's gonna be like, oh, you're an ungrateful, you little fuck.
But it's the thing about like growing up and stuff is like when you're a teen and you do things like that where you're like, I don't like my gift, Mom, and then Mom's like, you're a child for not being grateful for this gift that I bought you that you don't like. Well, now you're an adult, you don't like the gift. You don't have to complain about the gift, but now that the sign of your mom giving you a gift you don't like after you've told her many times I would like this gift is a sign that she doesn't listen to you.
Yeah. God, man.
You're not being like spoiled or whiny or a child by looking at your mom and saying, oh, you don't understand me. Because you're not upset with getting the camping gear. You're upset that your mom didn't listen to you and is just assuming shit about your life.
Yeah. It's pretty fucked up, man.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
I think it's normal to have your feelings hurt like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would maybe talk to your mom about it, but like not be like, I wanted this gift. What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it'd be like, hey, just kind of hurts me that you think that I would do this.
Yeah.
And like, I don't remember ever saying that I would. And I just, I'm an adult and I have my own agency.
And yeah.
And that's the phrase you have to say. Cause that's how you get your mom to say, no, you're not. You don't have agency.
And then you can be
and then you're like, well, here's the problem, bitch. Fuck you.
I'm out.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, get that exit plan ready. Yeah.
I don't know. It's so weird. I don't know why everyone has to have this moment with their parents.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm not a parent, so I don't know what it's gotta feel like ass.
Yeah, having
for your kid
leave
to be
and
like,
move on.
No, Mom, I'm not like you. I'm gonna get out of here. It's gotta for every single mom. Every single no, they don't suck. It's every single mom I've ever met has had a fight with their kids.
Oh, okay.
When they're in college and they want to do something with their life and their mom doesn't approve for some reason.
Yeah.
Every single person I know has had that fight, and either they come back and they apologize or they figure out what's going on and they start respecting their children as adults, or they don't and their children don't like their mom.
Yeah.
Like, even if you're still in contact with your mom, you're like,
there's still resentment and
she just will always judge me for the rest of my life, I guess.
Yeah, that's great. That's cool and fun.
It makes me really love talking to my mom.
Real great moments, yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, fuck.
Yeah. God, man.
It's weird. I feel like every parent makes this mistake, but it's either out of love or it's out of control.
Jesus.
I know.
This one feels like control.
This one feels like control.
Control a lot.
Because there's she wants you to watch her dog.
Yeah, and yeah.
She wants to use you.
Camping is my thing and I want you in it.
But not while I do this because I have another use for you, actually. That's what makes it feel like that. But she might not be like the devil. She might just be like really like,
hey, I want you to house sit, but like you're not allowed to sleep in any of the beds. That's what you got the camping gear
and
for.
And you can't eat any of my vegetables. Here's $150 for a year.
And also, the camping gear you're gonna need. You can camp out on the front lawn.
Oh, you were saying that the camping gear is for him to camp out in the backyard.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. That's why they got the high-level camping gear, so it would last for a year.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Now you're thinking with portals.
Solved it. Oh, final story from you. Oh, shit.
No.
Oh, fuck.
Am I the asshole for accepting money from my parents for my wedding, then eloping? My parents gave each of my brothers $50,000 when they graduated from university.
What?
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to do this one, and it kept popping up like 5 times.
Yeah,
mostly because this one's open and shut.
Yeah,
but also I cannot understand the amount of money that's
okay. $50,000.
Yeah, my parents gave each of my brothers $50,000 when they graduated from university as a down payment on their home.
Wow. Okay.
When I graduated, they did not do the same for me.
What?
I asked about it, and they said my husband should provide. I wasn't married. I still lived at home.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, it's like, obviously you're not a dick for this.
No, you're not an asshole at all.
3 years later, I met my husband. We dated for a year, then we got engaged. My parents were overjoyed. When we set a date, they gave me a check for $50,000 to pay for the wedding.
Oh, so not even the wedding,
the wedding. What the fuck? It's in
yeah, what the fuck? Yeah.
I took the check and we eloped. We
Awesome.
then used the check for a down payment on a house.
Yes.
My husband had a similar amount saved up, so we were in a good spot with equity.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Good for you.
My parents were furious that they didn't get a big wedding for all their friends and family
so you
to
literally
attend.
paid them to make to be entertainment for the parent. Wow, that sucks.
Ugh.
God.
They said that they gave me the money for a wedding. My argument is that I got married and had leftover money. Accurate in my books.
Yeah.
My brothers are on their side, so I'm here to ask if
How
I'm
about
in
they
the
go
wrong.
fuck themselves, huh?
Am I the asshole?
No.
No, obviously
Oh my
not.
God. So you got some sexist, misogynistic family.
Here's son number 1. Here's $50,000 for a home. Here's son number 2. Here's $50,000 for a home. Daughter, throw me a party. Like, I don't...
Give me a great feast.
Do you own a lunchbox?
That's so crazy.
What are they? A medieval king collecting their tithings?
So yeah, okay, so were you just expecting your daughter to never own a house then, or
yeah, because the man owns the house, Josh. He's got to pay.
Okay, sorry,
for the
you're
house.
right. Yeah, I apologize. So the man has to be worthwhile in a capitalistic structure in order to actually be worth anything to the parents.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, what else is there to say?
Yeah.
I don't know how else to
Dude,
say it
I
other
would
than
elope
something.
so fucking hard, like an instant, like that check's in my hand. You gotta make sure that check clears is all I'm saying, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, fuck those parents. Holy shit. The husband has to own the house? Get out of here. Oh, God, that's giving me an aneurysm right now. My right side is just, ugh.
I get why this one keeps coming up. People really are like, what the hell? And like, I get it.
Yeah,
And
it's just so
like,
blatant. Like,
it's so obviously misogynistic.
yeah.
I don't know.
I want to know the defenders of like, well, I mean, do women really deserve to own a house?
Well, it's just like
is Reddit going to take that stance? My money
that's
says
actually funny. I hope.
My money says 15% of people are still like, well, I mean, come on, men run the world, so they should run the house. Like what? Like it can't be like. What's someone
just gonna scroll a lot?
Yeah, is someone gonna say everyone's shitty here? Well, yeah, they're sexist, but like you did lie. Like, shut up, dude. Honestly, eloping baller. In any circuit. I don't care who you are.
We're probably gonna end up eloping, honestly.
Honestly,
I'm fine with that,
dude.
That's like the only way that I'll really.
Yeah, I can't do a fucking wedding.
But okay. I'm going to go against the grain here and say you're the asshole. I understand that your parents are sexist, bad people.
But yeah,
they gave you a lot of money for a specific reason and you used it for something else.
That's stealing.
Was stealing.
No, but no, fuck you though, because the $50,000 in the other two contexts were for a house. You're not really giving money to someone if you're telling them to do something with it.
Yeah, it's not a gift, isn't it? It's a task.
It's a task, yeah.
You probably don't live in the U.S., but here they would have grounds for legal action against you, especially if there's a paper trail from them to you communicating what the money was supposed to be for. Again, I don't think that you're wrong. I would do the same thing in your shoes, but even if I did this, I would know I'm not in the right for it. Tell that to the fucking bank.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you going to use my money for? Oh, what are you going to use my money for? Oh, we're just going to keep it. We're just going to keep it. We're not going to loan it out to just fucking
random people.
Venture capitalists lobbying against your rights.
We're not gonna totally misuse this money and cause another financial collapse. Yeah.
You give me $50,000, I'm going to fucking use it. I'm going to fucking use it. It's not going to be for a big party.
It's gonna be buy myself a house.
It's gonna be a house. I don't care what someone gives me $50,000 to do. I'm buying a
house. Yeah. If I had $100,000 saved, I'm buying a house immediately.
This is the difference between like generational wealth and like your children being okay.
Yeah.
Is literally just buying property.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. In the current system that we have, where you have to own a house to
my rent is $1,500 a month,
and we earn zero back on it. If we had a mortgage, we would be at least having equity in the house.
Especially if we had $100,000 down payment.
And we would also have tax write-offs and all these other things.
I would not have to think about moving. I wouldn't have to think about shit but Sarah, other than like home repairs or whatever.
But Sarah, what about a wedding for me, the parents that I want to see?
I don't fucking care. I want a damn house.
Honestly, same, yeah.
Sue me then, bitch. I'd rather be in jail than throw you a wedding.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
God, yeah. They have the grounds to sue you and pursue legal action.
Literally don't care. Steal $50,000. I'm telling you right now, Sarah O'Hearn is giving you this advice, everyone. Steal $50,000.
This is not advice. We are not an advice show. These are not
grand larceny.
No,
all day.
These are all jokes.
Against your parents. Commit grand larceny against your parents.
Do not actually do that. This is a bid. This is a joke.
Do it.
We're gonna get sued, Sarah.
I don't give a shit.
We're gonna get sued.
I'll be in jail with you.
I already owe $8,000 to the government. I don't want to know another $10,000 to some random.
I'm in fucking jail. They'll never fucking take me alive, copper.
Just say solved and move on. Just say solved and move on. Okay. Jesus.
Listen. I don't think there's ever a situation where someone turns to me and is like, I've committed a sin. And I'm like, oh, what is it? What's going on? You're not going to like me if I tell you this crime I've committed. I'm a fugitive. I'm going to be like, what the fuck is it? I stole $50,000.
And? Yeah.
Oh, burn in hell? Like, I don't give a shit. Did you steal it from me?
No, I don't care.
Oh. I mean, I'm not going to give you my wallet, but we're going to go to Taco Bell together.
Yeah, and you're paying.
You have $50,000.
God.
Sounds like a great friend to me. That's all I need. Taco Bell and your friendship.
I'm going to give you solved it, and we're moving on. Because I don't want to get prosecuted.
Don't steal $50,000 from your parents. Because what if it's illegal? You're a nerd. You're a loser.
The last story and I got fucking pee now. God damn it. You're making me laugh.
You're a fucking nerd. I'm so sorry. Okay, last thing that I'll say on this topic. You are a ridiculous human being if you don't believe in this woman's ability to steal 50 grand from her parents. You're ridiculous.
Okay.
You're a misogynist.
All right. Okay. I'm not a misogynist.
You don't think women are people that they're allowed to have $50,000. You hate to see a girl boss winning is what it is. And I think that's ridiculous. And if you could vote in the 2016 election, you would have voted for Donald Trump only on the idea that Hillary Clinton is a woman and you don't believe in women leaders. I will go so hard for this woman. She did, I mean...
agreeing with you up until that point.
I'm talking to the guy that wrote the "You're the asshole" comment.
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay.
And anyone who disagrees with her or me, because we're the same now.
Okay.
I should have stolen 50 grand from my mother. I should have done that. I'm pissed off I didn't. I'm pissed off that she never had that money. She probably still doesn't. She's a poor bitch. Fucking... I should have done so much more crime. Fuck. I want to live vicariously through you, Redditor. Steal 50 grand from your parents, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Solved it.
I can't believe Sarah condones stealing. I don't care. Stop watching this.
All right, final story of the night.
You're not welcome here.
This is the final story of the night.
It's not ethical to steal. We fucking know, Jan. It's baller to steal. One of those few things that's not ethical, but it is baller. It's awesome.
I just want to read my story.
Go ahead.
Can't believe Sarah didn't let Josh read his last story tonight.
Yeah, well, Josh talked for an hour and a half about a TV show I've already seen twice. So I can talk a little bit about this, okay?
All right, okay, fair.
Jesus.
All right, let me sit up straight for this last one.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for gatekeeping my recipes from my one-upper daughter-in-law?
This one's really funny. I can feel the hatred. of each other from the title, radiating like heat.
So my daughter-in-law has a habit of one-upping people. And at the beginning, I didn't really notice it, but it is obvious now. Everyone in the family has something they are good at, and it's like their thing. For example, my daughter was really into making pies. One day, daughter-in-law, I'll call her Kelly, asked for the recipes. My daughter gave them and started to bring pies to every family event, kind of kicking my daughter out of her thing. Then pushed for the family to compare them. My daughter wasn't happy.
It's kind of fucked up.
The big one which made me really notice what she was doing was when she one-upped my youngest. She was 14 at the time, and when all the kids hit high school, they were responsible for getting gifts for events. My youngest wasn't hiding the fact that she was giving me a knitted scarf for Secret Santa. She was 14 and was very obvious about it. The whole family knew.
That's nice.
So on Christmas, daughter-in-law got me a very nice scarf bonus gift and gave it to me right after my youngest gave me hers.
Jesus.
So that wasn't okay. I had a conversation with her and she denied doing it. My son also told me he can't see it. Ever since then, most people have been noticing it, and even my husband sees it. It has happened to almost every woman/girl in the family at this point.
Weird.
This brings me to the point of this post. I have really good Italian recipes from my mom. I bring them to events. My daughter-in-law asked for the recipes and I told her no. She asked about why. She accused me of not giving her family recipes since I don't see her as family, and I told her it is due to her behavior. She called me a dick. My son is also on my ass about it, saying I'm gatekeeping recipes since I don't like her. So that's the end of the post. I think I would have probably refrained from reading it because I think it is open and shut.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about a comment and OP's response real quick.
Okay.
Not the asshole. Her behavior isn't acceptable. Give her the recipes but altered, missing ingredients, wrong amounts, etc.
Fuck yeah.
She can make a lesser version of it and then ask people to compare, lol.
Oh, this is what I live for.
So, okay, that was 5.6 thousand upvotes on that comment.
Yeah.
Are you ready for OP's response?
Yes.
No, Jesus Christ, I'm not going to fuck with recipes and trick her. That's not how to handle things. That blows shit up. That's so petty and messed up. Let's set a trap to humiliate her. No, just no. 8.7 thousand upvotes.
Oh.
The guy got ratio, dude.
That's a great idea, though.
Yeah, it is a good idea. One-upping people
this is obviously a joke, dude.
Yeah.
Let's all right. You're getting less points now because you're humorless about your story. Your stupid Italian recipe story, all right? Now I don't like you. But fuck, man. I mean, yeah, she sounds crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why?
That's the thing. I totally believe that there's people out there that just try to one up everyone.
Yeah.
Because I definitely got the vibes reading this of I knew 20 people in high school that were exactly like this. If you had a thing, people would try and do the thing.
Yeah. You went to a one-upping high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One-upping high school was the name of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So the idea that there's people out there trying to take other. The thing about the
14-year-old.
14-year-old is
wild.
crazy, but also I totally believe that someone would try to do that as an adult. Yeah.
Why would you fucking beef with it? Why would you ever beef with a 14-year-old other than they just are being 14? They wanted to
make a scarf for their mom, and then you were like, I'm gonna get her a fucking scarf, actually.
The only people that are allowed to beef with 14-year-olds are their immediate family or their teachers.
Yeah.
That's
it.
Or
other 14-year-olds.
Or other 14-year-olds. That's it.
That's it.
If you're a fucking just
the wife of a brother to that daughter. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're oh, you're thinking I'm not in the family, but this is the reality of being a step or a sister-in-law or whatever. You're not. Why would you want to be? Even me, a woman that I don't have any family that I stay in touch with. I understand we got married. Yes, I'm a part of the family.
Yeah.
But I'm not a part of the family.
Yeah, quote unquote. Yeah.
And honestly,
there's still a layer of
that used to bother me, but I've since grown up, and now I'm like, well, yeah, I wasn't born from Josh's mother, and I didn't grow up with his sisters.
So yeah, how are you?
Of course, I'm not a part of the family. It's honestly a blessing that you guys allow me to go to events
as often as we do.
That's very nice, and I do feel a part of the family. But it's also like, yeah, that's reasonable for me to expect that,
you get to go out to events, and enjoy
the good parts of the family, and then you guys ought to deal with the bad parts of the family.
Yeah,
that's literally it. That's it. That's all that you can expect. You can't go through and like beg your mother-in-law to love you. That's wild. You can't do that.
Yeah, and the way if you really wanted your mother-in-law to like you, this isn't the way to do it.
It's not by dunking on her children.
Yeah, and like making everyone else feel like
that's wild.
Shit.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I don't know. It like it'd be like me trying, like one of my brothers-in-law, like trying to come after me and be like, well, actually, I got a podcast and it has 421,000 on TikTok now, and
which even then I'd just be like, okay, weirdo.
Okay, cool. Yeah, why?
Why are you telling me? Go get your bag then.
Yeah.
The fuck? What's it about?
Yeah.
I don't
elaborate.
know. Yeah, I would like talk to them about it.
Yeah.
But like, if I had a problem, I'd be like, what's, I have a problem. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, not so weird. Just weird as hell, man.
Also, like, they're Italian family recipes. They're meant to be gate kept.
Yeah.
That's why, like, you really think you grow up in an Italian family and it's like, my Nonna, she has these meatball recipes or whatever. Not mine personally, but like I don't have one.
Yeah.
I don't have a Nonna. But like, my Nonna has a meatball recipe or whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking ooh. And that's why they say like only on her deathbed will she pass the meatball recipe down.
Yeah.
To the person that she trusts the most.
Yeah.
It's all made up shit to make you be nicer to your elders.
Yeah. God.
You don't just get it.
Yeah, so like why?
That would break the entire concept of a traditional hand-me-down recipe that makes it sacred. You can't just give it to anybody.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah,
you do have to gatekeep it a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
You can't just walk around and be like, my meatball recipe here. My Nonna's meatball recipe. Everyone take it. Take one. Because then it's not your grandma's.
Yeah.
It's the America's
meatball
now.
Recipe. It's the world's meatball recipe. Yeah. God, it's just crazy, man. Don't be a one-upper.
Don't do that.
Unless you're...
I always worry that I do that on accident.
Oh, no, yeah?
Yeah.
Elaborate right now, go.
I don't know. I don't want to ever step on your sister's toes.
Oh, I get that.
Because I think also we live in the same state as your mom and your sisters don't. And I try to be respectful when they come down that they get their mom time, Because they don't get to see her.
No, yeah.
I get to see her a lot. And so, I try not to be like, I'm better than you.
Yeah, I definitely don't try to be that either. Yeah.
No, I don't do that.
I saw my mom fucking 3 times more often than you guys did.
You guys never show up. Like somehow we still get in trouble and we don't even act like that.
Yeah.
Like how the fuck? God.
Damn, dude. Solved it.
You ever see like fucking siblings in a TV show where like, the family's all coming together and then like the siblings are like, Josh, you never come down to visit. It's like no one fucking does that.
Yeah,
If they did that, I'd slap them.
Yeah,
I'd
like,
physically fight you.
I'd assault someone. Sarah here and said that.
I mean, I don't know how I haven't gotten arrested for saying I will assault people on the show. I almost bought a pair of boxing gloves one time for this show as a prop so that I could lace up my boxing gloves off camera and then slowly bring them on.
Yeah.
With my big boxing gloves because I was going to beat up men.
Yeah.
That was a lot of money. I almost put towards that.
Yeah.
You could arrest me.
There was intent. God, that's our show.
For what? Owning boxing gloves?
For you not indicting yourself. Sarah, what do you want to plug right now, Sarah?
Someday you're going to find me on the doorstep.
No, I know. Stop.
Wearing only.
No, this isn't staying in.
but also a pair of boxing gloves, and you're going to know what's going to happen next. You can
So,
follow me at
plug.
That's So Here and ThatSoHeeron on all social media platforms.
I am Joshua Chinland on most platforms. I got nicknamed JC on Twitch. Go follow and Prime sub. I will be getting back into streaming. So your Prime subs, I saw some of you guys have been doing it, and I appreciate it. It helps support me and helps support the show.
Yeah, if anything, just goes to us. That's nice.
Exactly. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the Gosh Darn Bell. Rate us 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcast. Check us out as a podcast. We'll save this on Instagram, especially since TikTok's going to be gone soon.
Dude, for sure.
But until then, TikTok is APWSTR, YouTube APWSTR Productions. A podcast to save this relationship on all podcasting platforms. Go check out The Worst Takes, also on most podcasting platforms. Check out APWSTR Gaming on YouTube.
Yes. Links for Palestine.
Links for Palestine Distributed Computing are down below. We have our coffee line with Straight Over Coffee. Go check them out. And also buy us coffee at buymecoffee.com/APWSTR. And also go to Patreon at patreon.com/APWSTR.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye. All right, outro.
I would steal $50,000 from anyone. I think that's the best number.
But he's a good round number. Yeah,
I would. That could change my life for like
I think
a month and a half.
Change. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would save that money immediately. Honestly,
You say that? No, you wouldn't. You have base instincts. You go to Las Vegas, you'd spend it all
on gambling, hookers, and blow. Yeah, just fucking.
Yeah. Train rides.
Yeah, I would be on the bright
line.
You
would be going all day on trains.
I would be doing hookers and blow on a train down to Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the life, actually.
That is the life. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I just fucking rent out a beach Airbnb for as long as I fucking could.
Yeah, just to see how far. Yeah. I am very simple, man.
Yeah, me too. I think most people are.
Train and fuck.
If you're telling me train and fuck, if you're telling me that you wouldn't spend $50,000 on something insane, I don't think you're a human being. You're a robot.
Yeah.
You're a cyborg in the Matrix grid.